All right, all right. I had taken a break. I said I would come. I said to myself, I'm gonna come back when the portal opens up. Portal opens up today, and just quite a few players into the transfer portal. I remember saying that. I said it's gonna be some players that's gonna raise my eyebrows, and I just don't know who. And I said quite a few players are gonna enter the transfer portal because that's just the nature of college sports now. You had a couple people in all teams hit the portal today. But Colorado has the biggest platform right now since Coach Saban. He retired, but they had the big platform last year, even though Coach Saban was coaching still. But their platform was still big. But now all eyes are on them, so it's magnified that much more opposed to other schools. Because you ever thought about this, right? Other schools have players into the transfer portal, just like the basketball team LSU, the Lady Tigers, LSU, right? They had some players into the transfer portal after winning the national championship. But it hits a little different when it comes from Colorado football because of Coach Prime is the head coach. And there's a lot of, I wouldn't say it's a lot of pressure on them to win this year, but I know Coach said that, this year is expectations. What are we expecting this year, coming in? What are we expecting this year, right? What's up, Warren? Hey, K. Nicole B. What's going on with you? What's up, Dre? Dre said, Max, hold on, let me highlight your comment so people know I'm live. You know how people say, oh, Max is sitting up here pre-recording. Wait a minute, what is this? I gotta get that ad off, man. What's going on with these ads here? Hold on one second. Let's see. You said Max. I said that, man. Max, I'm sad. You said I sad that man was hitting the portal, and that man saying he wasn't didn't mean a thing. Yeah, I said there's gonna be some people that raise eyebrows, and we're gonna get into why. We're gonna get into why these people are hitting the portal. And we're gonna talk about why players are hitting the portal. It's just, first of all, getting back to what I was saying before. A lot of players hit the portal from all schools, looking for, a fresh new opportunity, possibly money. That I don't know. Like I said, that's back end talk that I don't know about, but I'm sure money plays a factor as well. Like for example, let's say if you was at a mid-tier school, right? And you did very well the previous year, last year, right? Last season, you did really well. And now a lot of programs know who you are now because you've proven yourself. Okay, you might have been at, let's say, Louisville or whatever. You want to do an upgrade. You may have had 1,000-yard season, whether it was running or catching the ball. Now you got some teams on you. So now, um, I know a lot of teams tamper. A lot of teams they be tampering, man. But they just tell the players to, don't say anything. But they be tampering. They say, hey, listen, the coach won't hit you up, but somebody will hit you up and say, hey, listen, we got a spot over here for you, and we also got a little bit of change for you too. But that's between me and you. Between me and you and the lamppost, between me and you and the lamppost. So the reason why I know that is because I've heard it before from the Colorado State coach, Jay Norvell. That's turned into one of our rivals now. I can't wait for that game, actually. I can't wait for that game. Now, remember that game. I'm going to bring that up in a second because they need some depth. If they don't get no depth, they're going to lose, man. They got to get some depth here. But I'm assuming that there's players coming in. What's up, Firefly? What's going on? So yeah, so you had a good season. So then yeah, you hit the portal. You hit the portal. Like, okay, my receiving yards was 1,000. Okay. So you can translate that into some income, to some money. And a lot of these teams, they have that bottom line. Thank you, Warren. Remember that a lot of these teams have that bottom line for these players. Colorado is still on a come up, even though they probably have some money at their disposal. They're supposed to have a collectives dinner, things like that, to try to raise more money for the student athletes. But some schools already have that bag already. Like, for example, Oregon. It's a Nike school, Phil Knight. We know Phil Knight, Nike. So, of course, we can assume that he donates. We can assume that. Ole Miss, where Lane Kiffin is. The Alabamas, the Georgias, even Florida State. Remember, Florida State kept their linebacker. They didn't want us to have him. So they kept a linebacker that they really needed. But he stayed at Florida State. Why? Because we don't know what they did, but we can assume that they may have gave him an offer to make him think about whether he want to transfer or not. And then you also have a lot of coaches telling players that Coach Prime is not going to be there. He's not going to be there. So, there's no indication. I mean, he hasn't said anything. I mean, so we can't really assume or whatever, but that's what coaches are telling the kids. Why? Jordan Seaton, he said that coaches were saying a few things about Coach Prime, and he said it. So now, getting to this transfer portal, we're gonna get into it. Space goes. There's some players right there listed, but quite a few players hit the portal. You say Coach Prime and Cormani has totally different personalities. Possibly, yeah. I mean, they could have bumped heads and stuff, but I'm not really privy to what's going on unless someone says something. I know for one thing, this team doesn't really say anything until something hits the fan. And then, he'll kind of say it in speeches a little bit. Because I know Coach Prime in his last speech, he said some of the players that's outgoing, they're complaining. How come they ain't complained before? And I had said in one of my videos, because they may not feel comfortable to complain to you. They may not feel comfortable complaining or talking to the coaching staff currently. They may not feel comfortable. Because they might say, damn, if I complain, there go my playing time down the drain. And I had said in the video, there's a way to complain. It's all about how you say things, right? But these young men are still young. They still have to develop that. It's a way that you get your point across and talk to people. But they may not feel comfortable at this particular time, to address their concerns. They may just hit the transfer portal. Remember, it's very competitive out here. If Cormani is not happy, other teams are watching. They're watching. Other teams are watching. And they're like, wait a minute. Let me send somebody his way. Or whatever the case is. That's just how the nature of the game is right now. I remember Coach Saban saying that was one of the reasons why he was retiring. He said his players, they're like employees now. And it's like free agency. And it's not, so he didn't want it to be that way. Well, he always had a strong hold over college football anyway, recruiting wise. But I guess this kind of like lessened his stronghold. That might be one of his gripes. I know he got other gripes too, but he didn't say. But interesting though. So, I mean, am I hearing this right? What's the status on Cormani? Because my brother on the trigger over there, TB. Let me see what TB said here. Hold on. I had to go live for this one because I know TB is live. But I had to say because I ain't been live in a minute. He said Cormani is officially gone. Hashtag live, hashtag sports. He said Portal Talk. Cormani is officially gone. Is that true? Is that true? Or because I took a break for a while. I said, I'm going to take me a break and relax until the portal opens up. And damn, I missed a lot. Like, what did I miss? What did I miss here? I thought, because remember, he was on camera saying he's coming back or whatever. He was working out. And I still didn't see him at practice. Even though they said he was coming back, I didn't see him at practice. I didn't see him at practice. But I don't know, TB, he titled it. He said Cormani is officially gone. Let me see something real quick. Oh, wait a minute. No. Let me see. All right, let's see what's going on. Uh-oh. Deion Sanders, Colorado lose Cormani Mclain. Yep, they're reporting on it. Everybody's reporting on it now. Sports Illustrated said Colorado losing former 5-star defensive back Cormani Mclain to the transfer portal. Let me tell y'all something right now. Let me tell you something right now. He is going to be gone in seconds. And he's going to hit the jackpot. Not only is he going to hit the jackpot, he's getting ready to be gone in seconds. The longer he stay in that transfer portal, that's just him taking his time deciding where he's going. This kid going to hit it's almost like he's going to hit the transfer portal and somebody going to kidnap him. Okay? But let me read this article. So yeah, I'm behind, y'all. What's going on here, man? I'm behind. I'm behind, fam. I took a break and hell broke loose here. Hold on a second. Hold on. You can't no break in this thing here. The moment I'm like, man, it's dead right now. Let me just go take a break. You know what I'm saying? Let me just go ahead and take a break real quick. And hell if shit hit the fan, because it did. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. He's not gonna be in that portal long. The only reason why he's gonna be in that portal long is because he's gonna take his time this time and make a decision. He's gonna take his time. He's gonna take his time. This time he gonna take his time, and that's how long as soon as he make up his mind, he's out of the transfer portal, just like that. It's some weird, it's like a weird vibe going on right now. I don't know what it is, man. But I'm just telling you guys, look, I hate to be the bearer of bad news here. They better go get some players. They better go get some depth, especially on that offensive line. Okay, because big man just hit the portal, which I understood why Savion Washington hitting the portal. I understand that because this is his last year eligibility, right? So he wants to play, and he will go somewhere and start. It just he has to make the right decision. Okay. He sit down and take his time. Don't rush out of the transfer portal. Sit down, take your time, figure out what school needs your services. That's where you go. Okay. And then get some training and further training in the off season. Go get one of them NFL offensive tackles to help you out. Which I'm sure he learned a lot from Coach Loholt. I'm sure he learned a lot. And he's going to take it with him now. Right? And I don't know why these offensive linemen ain't reaching out to the Pouncey twins. I don't know why they're not. Maybe they don't know who they are. Marquise, Mike and Marquise Pouncey, they're twins. They played at the University of Florida. One played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. One played for the Miami Dolphins. They're identical twins. Go look them up and go get their help, because in my mind, them twins going in the Hall of Fame at the same time. I believe they are, because they retired at the same time. Now, Marquise Pouncey, he entered the league before his brother did. He entered the league a year before his brother. Marquise, and I believe Marquise is the oldest by a few minutes. But he entered the league and got drafted to the Steelers before Mike. Mike stayed another year at Florida, and then he went on to the Dolphins. Listen, you know how good they were. They only played with one team. They were Marquise Pouncey played with the Steelers his whole career. He was a center. Both of them were centers. So I suggest these players look them up. Or maybe but they do work with people from Florida, though. They do work for people from Florida. So maybe they don't work with everybody, because, but I don't know. I would be looking for players like that. But I'm sure Coach Loholt gave him some information before he parted ways. But Savion, I just want to spend a little time on Savion for a second. Savion, just since he got 1 year left of eligibility, find out who really needs your services. Like, immediately. Who immediately needs your services? Because he wasn't bad. He wasn't a bad offensive lineman. He got hurt last year. He was playing hurt. Them sacks, all them sacks wasn't coming from his end. It was coming from the left and in one of those guards. And we didn't have Rock last year. And Zelinkus, he actually did well. Zelinkus did well when he went in there, when they threw him in with the Lions. He didn't surrender that many sacks. There's some hope for him. And so they need a right tackle right now. They need to add some depth. We need about 2 right tackles to come on the team from that transfer portal. They need to add some depth, because I know we got Benson, but what happens if he get hurt? Then what? Isaiah Jota hit the portal. I'm not surprised by Isaiah Jota either. He wants to play somewhere. He like, you know what? Let me go find somewhere where I can park myself and go ahead and play. Because every system that it don't work out for you. But the thing with the transfer portal is you get to move around. So I would say they take their time this time around and figure out where they want to go. Like, coach, like, what are the probability? Like, what's the percentage of me playing? Have somebody be honest with you. So, because if I'm a player, players want to play. They don't want to just have some people come in and they automatically going to start because you were on that team last year. Nah, they want to play. They don't understand that. They don't want to be there for depth. They want to go somewhere and play, which I understand. So I'm not surprised. Cormani, a lot of people are telling me he ain't going nowhere. His mother said he's staying put. Nah, he makes the decisions. He's the football player. Nobody can make that decision for him. So I'm not surprised by him either. But what he gonna do is, especially Cormani, take his time and then figure out the best spot to go to. Figure out, but he might want to be going back to Florida. You know what I'm saying? He might. Sometimes you just need a change of environment. Doesn't mean that he's a bad player. He just needed a change of environment. The coaches wasn't working out. That's just what it was. It just wasn't working out, man. Yeah, I know. I'm reading it. I'm about to read the article now. He gone. Sometimes it just don't work out. It's okay. Every situation is not a good fit. You know, it's not a good fit. So maybe he'll go somewhere and he'll flourish now. And I guarantee you he's going to flourish. I guarantee it. He's going to flourish as long as he take his time and figure out the right spot to go to. You know what I'm saying? And just, take your time with it. In the meanwhile, you're still working out, because it's a while before training camp start or before the summer session start. At least you want to get into a school by the summer session. So you got a little bit of time to think and strategize, think and strategize, because this wasn't a good fit for him. It wasn't a good fit. It wasn't a good fit. No matter what he did, they weren't going to play him. I don't know what happened, but they weren't going to play him, man. I don't know what happened. And also he's he just came off his freshman year. All freshmen don't play, right? Look at all the freshmen at Alabama that didn't play because they waiting their turn. But this situation is a little different. And part of the reason is because coach is trying to build a team ASAP, right? He's trying to build a team ASAP. He doesn't want to wait a few years and keep losing and building. He want to win ASAP. So what he's doing is he's going out and finding people. Okay, I think this person, I'm going to use this person. Well, what about the people you already have? What about the people you got? What about the people you have? They're going to feel slighted. Like, okay, he's going out. And we don't mean anything. So this is going to happen each year. So the coaches, the coach is going to have to sit down and figure out how are we going to do this, man? Because you say Coach Mathis, is he a good coach? Well, he played in the league. I mean, he know how to play. He know how to play his position. He played in the league for well over 10 years. So it just it when I say it might not be a good fit, that doesn't mean that both parties are bad here. How many people have took on a position at a company and it wasn't a good fit? The vibe was off. That stuff matters. That stuff matters. But what I'm saying is part of the problem when you're building a team like this, you're gonna have players that feel slighted. That's just the way it's gonna be. That's just the way it's gonna be, man. When you constantly going in that transfer portal and looking for what you don't have, those players gonna be like, well, I'm what you have. I'm what you got. I'm what you need. Just believe in me. They don't feel like they believe in them. So you're gonna have players that feel slighted. This is gonna happen each year. This is not gonna stop. You're gonna have players that feel slighted. This is the way it is. I mean, people hit the transfer portal, people come in out of the transfer portal. You're gonna have players that are already on the team that's gonna feel slighted. That's how it is in every team. Every team gonna be like that. It's just that we're following this team and we're seeing it because they're so they're transparent from what the little bit that they do show. They're more transparent than other schools. So we see it clearly. If you already have defensive backs on your team, right? And you're going out and getting defensive backs and wide receivers, and they're getting a bag, cars are being bought. The players that's left are going to feel slighted and they're going to hit the transfer portal. And you're going to be left back to square one because you don't have a super team yet. This team right now, after because they're losing depth here. We don't know what these freshmen, these incoming freshmen, they have a lot of praise and accolades, but guess what? They never played a down in college football. Never. So we don't know what they're going to do. We don't know what they're going to do. We don't know how this offensive line is going to hold up until day one. That's when the questions will get answered. On paper, they look good. In practice, they look good, but they're playing amongst each other. They're not playing against another team that want to embarrass you. Because these teams want to embarrass them. These teams, they want to embarrass them. Every team, every game they play is a playoff game for that other team. It's just how it was last year. It's just the way it is because Coach Prime is there. It's the way it is. It's the way it is, man. That's what he brings to the table. That's just what it is. He got a target on his back. Shador got a target on his back. That's just the way it is. It comes with the territory of being who they are. They have a target on their back. Them writers, they already got articles written already. Don't you think they sitting there and rejoicing that Cormani left? Because they didn't want Travis there. You think they would? No, Nate Robinson, no. Nope. And you remember, he was a freshman last year, too. You got to give freshmen time to build. You know what I'm saying? Next year, of course. Or maybe this year he might get some burn or whatever. He looked good. He practiced hard. You're talking about Nate Robinson's son, not Mir Robinson. He works hard. He's going to eventually see the field, whether it's here or at another school. Eventually he'll see the field. But you got to give freshmen time to build. And you also got to give this team time to build. This is second year. This is second year now. You see what I'm saying? This is second year. So I would say if they're still having this problem by year 4, then it's a problem. It's not working. His system is not working. If we're talking about this again in year 4 or year 5, and they still ain't get to a bowl game, yeah, it's not working. You got to try something different. Your system's not working. But by that time, he would have built some of the freshmen. By that time, the freshmen would have built themselves. So now, because remember, other teams, they have years ahead of them, right? They don't build their players. Now they have a rotation. Players know that, okay, this person going to the league, this person graduating. I know now I got the spot. See, that's how other teams operate. Okay, most of the time, unless there's a superstar like a Walter Nolan come to your team, well, okay, guess what? Now the formula has changed because you know he's starting. But normally teams like Notre Dame, they call them offensive line university. Okay, so whoever they got seniors and stuff on the team, the players that's looking up to them, that's following them, okay, they know that they're getting bumped up now. Okay, I'm gonna be a junior next year. I have a good shot at winning the spot, even though I got to compete for it. But I'm gonna have a good shot at winning it because he don't graduate now. I don't learn under him. I was under his tutelage. See, that's how the teams that's how Alabama. See, they got an advantage because they've been doing it for so long. Colorado doesn't have that yet. Oh, Reginald Green, thank you. I appreciate you. You said Cormani, I don't blame him. He need game experience to get better. Blaming him not doing enough, but you have to get some experience on the field. Yeah, he had some playing time last year, but I see what you're saying. Yeah. Only way you're going to learn off experience. But see, here's the thing. I'm going to say another thing, what I noticed on this team as well. But before I say that, getting back to the farm system, every team has a farm system, right? Okay, the starting 5 linemen at Notre Dame, we know they're starting, right? But they building the players up. So by the time the players, the second string, the next season, they're going to get the start because the seniors don't graduate and people don't went off to the NFL. So now it's their turn. And then the freshmen coming in, they're learning under the tutelage of the experience already. You see, because coaches had time to build that up. It takes a while to build that up. This is from what I was told. Somebody explained it to me. Like, Max, this ain't high school. It's a system. It's a farm system. Like, the freshmen come in, they're learning from the upperclassmen, as well as the coaches, right? Okay, they get a little playing time. You know how some players get a little garbage time if they blow a team out. Okay, he got some experience. He had a good spring ball. Now he don't elevate himself to the third team. Now somebody might have got injured. Now he don't elevate himself to the second team. Now he really showing it out in practice. So by the time his junior senior year come, he the man. So coaches, they had years to do that. That's what's happening. So in this system that we have right now, he put a bunch of players together in year one. He didn't know what they were going to do. He had to fill a roster spot because remember, so many people left. Some people were told to leave, and a lot of them said, "You know what? I don't want to play." So he had to fill almost over 65 roster spots. That's a lot of players that you don't know, and you don't know if they're going to gel together. You don't know. Everybody has attitudes. Personalities, different personalities. So you don't know. Okay, so we went through the first season last year, right? Okay, won 4 games. Okay, some players left, but now you got to bring some more players in. Not quite like year one. It looked like it's getting ready to turn out that way, but now you got to bring some players in that's never played for the university. You don't know how they're going to gel together. They're going to be playing against some teams that they don't gel together for 3 years. That offensive line has been together and known each other for 3 years. Who has the advantage here? Who has the advantage? You got a fresh new offensive line and you got an experienced defensive line that has known each other. Now, give or take, like I said, some schools, they jump around as well. Like they get new players as well. USC did it last year. They got 2 new defensive linemen that never played there, right? But now they're coming back again this year. So they should do better this year because they don't got a year under their belt under that system. So other teams jump around too, right? Players jump around, but it hits different when it's Colorado. It hits different because they got the biggest platform. Biggest platform. And trust me, these writers, they want to see him fail. And I'm telling you right now, if they don't make a bowl game, that's going to hurt my man's draft status. It's going to hurt him. It's going to hurt him. He has to get a bowl game, man. Because these other quarterbacks, they probably going to get it. Some of these quarterbacks going to make the playoffs. You see what I'm saying? But they have an advantage, though. I got to remember that they got an advantage because their team is more experienced together, working together, even though they bring in a lot of additions as well. But their core is intact. But the freshmen that's worked, that's built themselves up. Now they're juniors. Now they're set to start, some of them in the seniors or whatever. So that's the advantage that they have. That's the advantage. And on top of it, the universities already have the bag. Like Texas A&M, Texas teams, Texas, Ole Miss, Alabama, Georgia's, they already got the money. So they have that advantage as well. So they can go out and get additions and make it work because the core is intact. So here, they're like, all right, we ain't quite there yet. We need to go get some more players. But the players are going to feel slighted, though. They are. They ain't going to say it, but they're going to feel slight. Damn, I ain't even that good. Especially, what if you're a linebacker right now? You're like, damn, I ain't even that good. They still looking for linebackers. You see what I'm saying? Damn, I ain't even that good, man. So, but then they might have a freshman linebacker that can work himself up to his junior year. Now he's a premier linebacker, so they need time. I would say by year 4, I would give him about year 4 or year 5. I would say year 4. If they still having this problem by year 4, then it's a problem because they still have some freshmen there. But like I said, I don't know who all else is gonna hit that transfer portal. But that transfer portal is on fire, man, with all these players jumping around. Um, around the country. There's a lot of players jumping around right now around the country. So I'm sure Colorado is trying to get some of those players because they need to add depth. I don't care if y'all got to go to JUCO at this point. Y'all need to get some depth on that team, man. Y'all need to get some depth. Oh, and check this out. Y'all give me the name of that YouTube page that be breaking down the film. What's the name of that page? That I can't, they slip in my mind. It's 2 guys. One guy, he played defensive back in college. Prime is Buffed on Prime. Is that the name of it? Y'all, somebody tell me because I'm messing up the name. I think it's Buffed on Prime. Buffed and Prime. Thank you, T. Bracy's Buffed and Prime. Yo, check this out. Did you see their last video? They may have found a diamond in the rough, man. They may have found a diamond in the rough. And check this out. Somebody around the country has saw their video. And now all of a sudden they did a video review on this player. He's on a small team. And he's a cornerback. They said this is the heir apparent to Travis Hunter. Yes, he is. I went back and looked at some of his film myself. You know what's going to happen? The word is out now. The word is out. We're not getting him. I'm just telling you that. The word is out. He already got an offer already. He already got an offer. And wherever he goes, check this out. Remember I said this. I don't give a damn if he play at UMass. He's getting drafted. I don't care. I don't care if he go to Prairie View. He's getting drafted. He's getting drafted. His name is Wimpai. I'm not Wimpai. I want to say Wimpy because they ain't Wimpai. Wimpai. Fast said he said it. Jermaine Wimpai. Listen to me. I don't care where he goes. He can go to the HBCUs and he's going to get drafted. He's going to get drafted. He's going to get drafted. I'm like, where did they find this guy at? That's what they may. So I believe they may know him or something. Like, how did they find him? They must have went to the PFFs or something and looked at the stats or whatever in each individual position, and they found him. So I don't know how they found him because he's on a team that nobody really talking about. But he is a future NFL player. He's a future NFL player. I'm telling you right now, here's the issue. Let's say if Colorado did find out about him and they got him there, he must start. He must start. It doesn't matter who's there. You got to have him on the field. You got to have him on the field. That's how good he is. You say he was originally committed to Michigan. What happened? Was it his grades? Why he didn't go to Michigan? I'm going to have to do some more research on this kid. Because remember, it don't matter where he goes, though. He can go to UMass. He can go to UTEP, Oregon State. Hell, he can go to, like I said, just stay in the HBCUs. It's going to HBCUs, and he's going to get drafted. He is a first-round draft pick. This is a player that you don't buffalo around. This is a player that he has to start. I don't know how they found him. I'm gonna have to say something like, yo, how did y'all find him? Like, cause I be looking for players too. I be looking for players too. As a matter of fact, there's an offensive lineman that I'm keeping my eye on this all, but I already know the SEC is gonna get him. This kid is a junior in high school, and he wins games as a offensive lineman. I can't explain it to you. If he's in a game at offensive line, they're going to win. His team is going to win. I've seen this kid block 3 people at once. It's like he's a man out there playing with kids. You said he's 6'2", 205, 39 games, 145 tackles, 105 solo, 8 indus. Oh my God. You said he got 1 year of eligibility left. Well, all right, you know what? Watch this. He can just stay where he's at. He's going to get drafted. He just stay where he's at. He's going to get drafted. It don't matter. Just let him stay where he's at. Because I bet you the scouts know about him. If not, they know now. Because remember, all it takes is one person to see him, and all the scouts is going to know because they all talk to each other. Because I know one. I know one that's he used to be a scout for the Miami Dolphins and in the New York Giants. Once they get an inkling of somebody, everybody knows. And then they try to keep it now. Now that everybody know, everybody try to stay silent on them. So that kid right there, like I said, I don't know how they found him. I'm gonna have to go back and watch again to see where they found him at. So that's him. But so let's see here. Transfer portal. Okay, so Jaden Milner-Jones, he entered the transfer portal today. Isaiah Jada. I don't think nobody's too surprised about these two. Jacob Page. He's a freshman wide receiver. He entered the transfer portal. Now, this is the one I'm surprised about. Chaz Wallace. I can see why he entered. He's a junior. And he wants to go play. Tavares Dawson. We knew that he was entering. That's not a surprise. We knew he was doing it. He wants to go play. He wants to go play somewhere. Savion Washington, I really understand. He's a senior. This man is 6'8", 340 pounds. And a healthy Savion Washington, he's going to be really good. So I'm going to watch out, see where he goes. Oh, I'm sorry. He's going to, oh my God. He got in the portal today and he already at Baylor. He's been I just saw that. He's been crystal ball to Baylor. And Isaiah's been crystal ball to San Diego State and Utah State. He going to San Diego State. He going with the coach. He going to San Diego State. And Savion going to Baylor. That's not a bad school for him. I honestly think they might, they probably said, look here now. We got a spot for you. We can use you, man. We can use your size. Are you healthy? Okay, you healthy, right? Okay, listen. Learn all you can up there right now, right? And yeah, we need you. Okay. So learn all you can, have a good practice, stay down, and we need you. So I could see why he's a senior. He got 1 year left. He want to go somewhere and try to do what he can. What's up, Black? Long time no see.
Hey, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Are we talking about Dion right now?
Well, I'm talking about the kids that hit the transfer portal.
How many kids up to now in the last week, 2 weeks hit the transfer portal?
Well, the
Do the
transfer.
do the quick math. How many people left the team in the last 7 to 14 days, man?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The transfer portal opened up today.
Okay, how many people hit it today?
Quite a few.
Just put a number on it. Was it a dozen, a baker's dozen, a half
All
dozen? How
all,
many?
to, all together, like um, since this since this all season started, about a dozen or so.
Wow. I mean, so
Today, 8, right? Larry Williams. Today, I believe 8 hit the portal. Well, some of them we knew. Some of them we knew were hitting the portal. We weren't, so we like Miles Slusher and Tavares. We knew they were hitting the portal. I was surprised about
uh,
Chaz Wallace though, and
okay, so Miles Slusher, who else? Porter
well,
Portal and Travis Slusher hit the hit the
no,
portal. I'm sorry.
Tavares Dawson and
Tavares
Miles.
Dawson hit the portal.
Yeah, but we knew he was going to do it,
Right.
and we knew Miles Slusher was hitting it because we
Miles
had already
Slusher
been
hit the portal
right.
today. And
Yeah,
who else?
well,
You said a third one.
officially he hit today. Officially, because he
And,
already left the team, but officially he hit the portal today to make it official.
and then you said a third one that you
Savion
knew.
Washington.
Xavier Washington hit the portal today.
I'm not surprised by him either because he got 1 year left of eligibility.
And then you say altogether 8 hit the portal. So who are the other 5? Name them. Roll call.
Oh man, you mean you want me to name all of them?
That hit the portal.
Um,
You said
well,
8 altogether. You just
all
named
right, well,
3.
all right. Let's start with Jaden Milliner Jones. He's a
Jaden Miller. Wait. Jaden Milliner Jones hit the portal.
he hit the portal today.
Oh, keep going. That's 4.
Isaiah Jada, he hit the
Isaiah
portal today.
Jada hit the portal today. That's
Yeah, he
5.
hit the portal. That's 2. Jacob Page,
Jacob Page hit the portal
Chaz
today.
Wallace,
Chaz Wallace hit the portal today. You got
right?
one more to go.
Tavares Dawson.
No, you said him already.
Well, were you counting, right? So that's 5.
Nah,
Tavares,
no, that no. Okay, Tavares. Yes,
Savion Washington at
he's
6.
6.
Miles Slusher
That's
7.
7, and one more.
David Connor
Oh
8,
no, not David Connor. You
and
telling
Zach
me?
and
Oh
Zach
no.
Blackwood
Oh,
is
that's
9.
9. Dang, come on,
So
stop.
today 10. You might
No,
as well say
that's
10.
oh,
You might as well say
Max.
10 because Cormani Mclain, we just found out he
Cormani
hit in the portal.
Mclain hit the portal
Well, we
today.
found out he hasn't. I don't know if his name in there yet, but he's hitting the portal.
They're throwing names into the portal, huh? They just
So
throw.
this is
Is it a lottery off of Buff State Nation to be everybody hit the portal together? Is that? Hey man,
no,
wait.
that was last year.
So
Remember
what's going
last
on?
year?
What's going on right now? I
People
mean,
want to play.
has Dion made a statement yet?
I haven't like I had taken a break for the past couple of days. I'm kind of behind. So like
Uh
everybody that's listening to us right now, Black,
huh.
they knew this already.
No, but
They people listening, they always know I'm the last to know anything.
uh huh.
They already went through this already. I'm
Okay.
just going through the list because I had been off for 2 days.
They everybody's up to date except for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, everybody in here is up to
They
date
knew
already.
that. They knew that all these 12, 2011 people hit the portal today.
Yeah,
And they
they
and they
had
and they
already
they
got the news.
they seen it coming before it happened, like Method Man with his third eye open. Okay, got you.
Yeah, they already got the news already. I'm just getting the news now because I just got home.
Well, what blows me away is that uh, it's like a mass exodus. In retrospect, when you say all these people hit the portal today, and I'm waiting for the second shoe to drop.
Oh,
You
here's
understand?
my thing on that before you continue. I had said before that there's a lot of movement going around the country right now in this portal, right?
Uh
But it hits different when all these players hit it from
huh.
Colorado.
When they leave.
Because there's another team today that had about 7 or 8 hit the portal. I forget what team it was.
Okay.
They had about 9 hit the portal. Which team
What
was that, y'all, that had 9 hit the portal today?
what could really offset or upset, like the dark skinned guy from Migos, married to Cardi B? What could really offset or upset this?
Hmm.
And I'm like, why do you call him upset, Black? Well, because he always seems angry, in a bad mood. But
Larry,
anyway,
was it Miami? Yeah, Miami.
what would really upset or offset this if at least Dion had, like, 4, 5, 6, 7 players coming in the portal instead of jumping out the portal.
Oh, well, wait a minute, Black. Stay right there for a second. Hold that thought. The portal just opened up today, right?
Yes.
So we don't know who's coming yet, right?
Okay.
We don't know who's coming yet. So I would say give it to after the spring game.
We we just know who's going out the portal at this
Right.
point in time, huh? Oh, okay. Huh.
Now, if we picked up
Interesting.
some people, they'll tell us right now. They're gonna tell us in the chat because they know I'm the last to know everything. They already went through it. They just sitting here like, damn, Max,
So wait, wait,
he
wait, wait,
really
wait.
just
Oh,
found out just
now,
now.
now,
Look,
now,
that's what they're saying.
yeah.
He really just found. I just got home. He
Now,
really just finding
Max,
out right now.
I want to
What's up,
address the
Thomas?
people. I want to address the people in your audience over here that think that I'm a troll, right? And also the people that think I'm not well versed about, how these things go in organized sports. I may not be a specialist in collegiate sports, but I know how organized sports works, especially football. So, Max, let's go back. I want to ask you this. Out of all those players you named like 9 players, right?
No, I name more than that.
Okay, what are their positions, if you don't mind me asking? Who are
All
these
right.
players?
All right. So
What?
we're gonna start
Yeah,
from the
what?
beginning.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Jaden Milliner Jones is a safety. Isaiah Jada is an offensive tackle.
Okay.
Jacob Page is a wide receiver. Chaz Wallace, a defensive lineman.
Hmm.
Tavares, well, you know he's a wide
Hmm.
receiver. Uh,
I didn't know
Savion
that.
Washington is a right tackle. He played right
Hmm.
tackle last year. Miles Slutcher is a safety. He came from the SEC.
Hmm. Oh my goodness.
He came from the SEC. David Connor, he's an offensive tackle, transferred in from Florida, but he still have a
Hmm.
lot of years of eligibility left. He was a redshirt freshman.
Hmm.
He's leaving. Zach Blackwood is a defensive lineman.
Hmm.
Jack Wilty is an offensive lineman.
So you're naming people you didn't name before right now.
Well,
I didn't hear those.
these are old people that hit the transfer portal in
Oh,
February and March.
oh my gosh.
But some of
It,
these
it,
guys we
it,
knew were leaving.
but you know what it really sounds like to me, just being a novice off the
Right.
street who makes bets on DraftKings. Sounds like the dude has lost up almost a third to half of his team
But
in the transfer portal.
here's the thing.
What's the thing?
You gotta bring some people in to add depth
I,
here.
I know, but I want to know what. See, I'm a statistician, right? I want to know how many eligible players does he have right now on his rostrum?
How many he have available?
Yeah, to go out there and play if they had to play next weekend. How many eligible players?
He got enough to play.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about if somebody go down,
Uh,
we got a problem.
I mean, see, that
Okay.
means he's cutting it. He's cutting it thin because
I mean,
so many players are leaving out the portal. as of today and previous to this. It sounds like he has more people going out than coming in. That's the math is going in a negative direction.
I would say I'm gonna give it to after the spring game, right?
Well, when is that? Next month?
The spring game is man, when is the spring game? Don't get
May,
me to
June?
lie.
When is it? When is it?
No, it's
May.
this month. It's
Oh,
this
it's
month.
this. Oh, in a couple of weeks. Next weekend. Not
But
this
whenever,
weekend. Next weekend.
yeah, I would say
Oh my gosh.
wait till after the spring game
Oh my
and
God.
see who comes in. April 27th is the spring game.
Next weekend. Next Saturday.
Yeah,
Sunday.
so we're gonna wait till after the spring game to see if they pick up. We'll come back and entertain again to see the additions that they brought for.
Let me just say this right now.
All right.
Um, with so many people going out the portal right now, and so few people coming in the portal towards the Buffs Nation's Dion State, right? Coach Prime Rib. Unfortunately, whoever comes in between now and that game next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend, right,
Mm,
is not going to be acclimated or in a program if there is a program that exists right now with the sparingly amount of players they have on their rostrum. I just want to be very clear. If they win 5 games, it'll be a miracle. Otherwise, this is a full disaster right before our eyes. I rest my case.
mm. He done rested his case. Um, my thing is, my opinion is they need to add depth in key positions right now. Mainly those trenches. They got to get those trenches fixed. If not, Houston, we got a problem. They got to get those trenches fixed with some depth.
It's too late. It's too late. They only have 2 weeks before this little spring training game you talk about. It's not enough time to get it right. Whoever they bring in is not going to be acclimated to the program. I said it before. If there is a program that exists with these sprinkling of eligible rostered players, it's a disaster. Spring
Mm,
game. Yeah, what are you talking about? Who's been practicing that's a cohesive unit up to now that hasn't jumped out the portal and said, you know what? I'd rather go St. Elsewhere. What are you talking about, Max?
Now,
You didn't name me 17 players so far.
a lot of these guys weren't. They felt they weren't going to play, so
And
they
they were
want to go
probably
somewhere and play.
and they were probably right. And
Yeah,
and
they
and,
probably
and,
were right. They're like, I'm not going to play here. So,
and for the simple fact that you knew them all by name and their positions,
well, I'm looking at the list.
okay. You're saying they didn't leave for good cause? No, they left because they seen it for what it was. Said we're out of here. And the
Larry
only
said,
and the only and the
Larry,
only
Larry
and
said, Max, this is not a good look, man.
the only person to blame for all of these players leaving the portal is the HNIC. Dion, Coach Prime. There's nobody else to point the fingers at when the simple question is asked by anyone with common sense. Well, wait a minute. It's the first day of the portal opening and all these people left? Why? Why did they all do a mass exodus like a
They
Bob
trying to
Marley album?
they want to get playing time.
Okay.
They want to
Now
go somewhere.
that right there is a problem.
Well, here's the thing. It's not enough football to go around. So somebody's not going to play. That's just the way it is. Like Alabama has the same problem. Everybody not going to play. They got so many players waiting to
No, no,
play.
no, 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 no,
You're
Max.
just not going to play
You
unless
can't
you're the best of the
compare.
best.
You can't compare Deion's team to Alabama. That's like comparing cherries to watermelons. It's just not. No, it doesn't add up.
Well, I'm talking about players that's not playing that
Uh
feel that
huh.
they can play.
Uh
Sometimes you
huh.
got to go to another team where you can get some burn. You see what I'm saying?
And that's why I asked the question: is Deion being used as a, a station for wayfaring players? You know, they go there just so they can access the transfer portal and use Deion's name for influence and clout. Well, he didn't want to let me play, but I'll come over here. I tried over there, but it wasn't working for me. So you got anybody out there in the transfer portal that'll suck me into their program and give me some playing
Hold on one
time?
second. Hold on one second, Black.
Yeah.
Reginald, thank you for the donation. He said he right though. I hate to be honest. The players we're gonna get have to relearn the system and trash players. I'm sorry to say. Yeah,
And it's too late. It's too
it's the
late in two
thing is
weeks. No, 2 weeks is not enough time. Period. It's
the
not.
well they got more than 2 weeks. They got the summer session.
No, bro. You
They
said
got both summer sessions. That's not enough time. I know this. I don't think it's enough time to
is the
gel.
27th, which is not this weekend, but next
No,
weekend.
that's the spring
Which
game.
means
That
whoever
don't
I know
count.
you use
Spring
you
game don't
use that as you use that as a yardstick though.
right.
You're like,
To
oh
see where
yeah,
you're
we'll
at.
see after the spring game who they get in the transfer portal. And I'm saying right now, with so many people going out and we don't know who's coming in, whoever comes in as of today is not going to be ready for that spring game. So it's kind of like, oh well, if you say that we're going to wait till after the spring game and they lose terribly, that's not going to incentivize anybody after that.
Well, hold on. Let me tell you this. The spring game is just a glorified scrimmage against each other. That's what it is. So that
Okay.
the spring game don't. That's why I say the spring game don't matter. That's just a
So
display for the
so
fans.
so it's not against another team,
No,
another
no. It used
college.
remember back in the day they used to do that. You remember back in
Right.
the day teams used to travel to other places to play each other. They
Yeah,
don't
like
do that no more.
call it preseason.
No, they don't do that no
It
more.
was scrimmages. Yeah.
They don't do that anymore. That's like back in the day they used to do that. Like they'll have teams like local travel up the scrimmage against you. That don't happen no more.
So when is the first game against
August
another school?
31st.
Okay,
August
so then
31st.
there's time.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I was saying. The spring game that's just a display for the fans. Like, look what we're doing. It's just a put on for the fans. That game don't mean anything. What means something is training camp.
Uh
How
huh.
who they have in training camp, and are they
Uh
ready
huh.
for August 31st? Because remember, everything has been abbreviated because they start early this year. They start August 31st.
Okay.
So they got time is of the
Yeah.
essence. They got to
Yeah.
get these players in and have the whole. I'm talking about the
Yeah.
complete team together by some at
Yeah.
least summer
Yeah.
session
No,
one.
no, no. Now, see, in that case, they have uh, 4 months to get their stuff together. Unfortunately, the teams that are a lot more cohesive at this point, that don't have
Right,
so many players doing the exit stage left, have the advantage in
right,
that division
right.
because they have a more ordered and structured traditional program.
That's what I was saying earlier. Like, if we still having this problem by year 4, then it's a problem. Like if we still having this problem by year 4 and year 5, then the system is not working. This is just year 2. So I know they want to win, but you got to be realistic here. Like you got to develop some players. You got to have a group that play together for at least a couple years. At least but here's the thing, another thing about that transfer portal. It's almost like it's free agency now, right? Like
Hmm.
players move around every year, so you never know which players, is going to leave year to year.
Hmm.
So that's what it's turning into
No,
right now.
no,
That's what it's
but
turned
see,
into.
I apologize for interrupting you, sir. Notwithstanding, the sign that so many players are
Thank you,
leaving,
Reginald, by the way. Thank you.
the sign that so many players are leaving in mass, and the fact that you compare it to a team like Alabama, which I remind you again, it's like comparing cherries to watermelons. It's just completely imbalanced.
He
But
said 27 returns hit the portal. Yeah.
what's that?
He said 20. Thomas said 27 returns hit the portal, meaning players that played last year. Like Tavares, he played
So
last
so
year.
wait. Let me get this right. So the new number, it went from 7 to 12, and now it's 27
Well,
have
yeah,
left
I mean, we talking about the
from
players
from
that
last year. From last year.
no, we're talking. Yeah, we're talking. Yeah, they all played last year. We're talking about the players that hit February and March.
I
If you
understand,
tally
but
all them up, he said it's
it's
27
it's
players.
cumulative.
Yeah,
So
it's. I would say it's
it, it,
27 and counting. I would
it,
say
it,
it's 27. We're gonna have more hit the portal. It's gonna be more.
but see, this only bolsters my argument, or my suggestion rather, that this is a sign of a team with very low morale. Hence why so many players keep leaving.
But here's my theory on that. Here's my theory on why so many people are leaving. When he, like I said, it goes back to year one when he put the team together. He had to fill roster spots. Okay, he had to fill roster spots up. He didn't know what these players were going to do together. So we had year one, and we know he won 4 games, so he already knew what he needed. And there's constant moving around. And he's constantly recruiting, and then players going to feel like, oh, I'm not going to start, so I'm going to hit the portal. Now, every team has that problem, but the only difference between these other teams are their nucleus is already set. Their foundation is already set. Their core players are not leaving. But some of the third and fourth strings, they bounce around. That's not going to hurt like a Georgia or Alabama. That's not going to hurt them. They have like a mass exodus every year. They don't feel it because their core players are still there. See,
So
we
now,
haven't
so
we
so
haven't built that yet.
so
It
now you're
takes about
comparing
4 years, 4 to 5 years to build that.
now you're comparing a cherry to a watermelon, a coconut, and a huge jackfruit passion fruit, like a
No, but
huge.
my point is, you can't build a powerhouse by year two. See,
No, absolutely.
powerhouses.
No, absolutely not. You're
So
right.
I'm not comparing them to. I'm just saying they're powerhouses. They're not gonna feel when 10 people hit the portal. They're not gonna feel it
Okay,
because their stars are already set.
let me ask you this.
Hmm.
Yeah, because they have a deep recruiting process
Yeah, so they had years,
that's been in play over decades.
right?
But here's my question for Reginald. By the way, good looking out. I appreciate you contributing to the conversation and the support you give to Max in this channel. I'm just here trying to figure some things out mathematically and
Hey,
statistically.
Black,
So
give me a second. Black, they think you're a troll, bro. He's
no,
not.
no, I wanna ask Reginald and everybody else an intelligent question in your chat. How many players is the maximum on the roster? Because I know in the NFL it's like what, 53 or 55, right, Max? What is it
You
for the
can
college
you
roster?
can carry 85 players on as scholarships.
Okay, so now 85 players on the
That's
roster.
not counting the walk-ons, but you have 85 scholarships. But wait a
Okay,
minute. You have no. Is it 85 scholarships? Or you got 85? No, it's 85-man roster. Everybody don't have scholarships. So you
okay,
got some that's
85 man
walk on.
roster.
Yeah,
85
you
man
have
roster.
it's 85-man roster,
Now you have what, first string all the way up to like fourth, fifth string, right?
right? And practice squad.
So now, how many? There's only how many players that play per game that are in rotation, roughly?
I mean, you got some new players that just signed on this season, so
Well, let's just round up. So let's say you have 90 players on the roster and
I
30
would say
leave.
in
Now you're
counting.
down. Now you're down to 60, and that's what's going on with Dion's team. I just answered my own question. You have 90 players rounded up, right? And then you have 30 that just left. You round it up, and so Dion is down to 2/3 of a team.
No,
He,
no, I wouldn't say 2/3 of a team because he still got some incoming freshmen coming. I think he got about, let me see, 1, 2, 3, and then he got some transfers that's supposed
look,
to
look,
come.
look, look. Max is over here counting his fingers. One,
So he
two,
got about 6 players
three.
that just not
Oh,
there yet.
now it's six. And six, and then
Something like that.
you look. I'm like Capadonna. You take that 27 and you subtract the six, and then you add that up. The math ain't mathing, bro. You got 27 that left and only six coming in. No, man, he needs 85 to have a full roster. It seems like people are running from Dion, not running to him. And anybody in the chat, has Dion made a statement relative to these 27, 12, 11, 9,
I don't,
whatever
I
people that
don't.
have that just walked away today?
If he did, I didn't read it yet.
Wow.
They think you a troll, Black.
Why?
I guess the way you talk.
Because I'm being objective
No,
relative to.
the way it's
I
just.
mean, I love Dion as a human being. I love him as a fellow
Have you?
soldier.
Hold, let me ask you something, Black. Have you ever met Dion?
No, I never did.
You never. That's someone you never met him. Okay.
I've just been a huge fan. Like, I came to know Dion through MC Hammer. You know, when Hammer had all that money, and then he put Dion on.
So you
With
didn't meet him. You didn't meet him through Hammer.
no, no,
Okay.
no,
I thought you did.
no. I never met
Okay.
Dion.
Okay.
Right. I missed that opportunity.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Well, you from that? That was
well, no, they're from the
you are
Bay.
from you from Oak.
Hammer's from the Bay.
Yeah.
Dion's from over there in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Um, I, you know,
No, but I'm saying in your travels, you never met him.
never,
Okay.
never. Mm-mm. But I'm a big fan. Like on the field, I remember. I came through hip hop, so on the field, I remember. Okay, so Left Eye was dating Andre Rison,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
And there was like a feud between him and Dion.
Right.
And so it was reported on in hip hop. Now I met Andre Rison with
Okay.
Left Eye, yeah,
Right.
um, but I never met Dion. But I learned about him through hip hop, and then I started paying attention to him when I realized like he was a three-way player: offense, defense, and special teams. Kickoff
So
returns, punt returns. I mean, the dude was never came off the field, and he had that long Jerry curl. And the gazelles. I just remember that, and the Dion dance. Not the stutter step in the end zone, but must be the money where he bounced on his knees like he was sitting in a chair.
right.
That's the Dion I was introduced to.
No, Zay, that Zay 33100. That's how he talks. That's why y'all think he's a troll, because that's the way he talks. But he's
But
not a troll, dude.
I'm very relaxed. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
he's not a
What I'm.
troll. He's
I don't
not. I
know.
mean, he sound like it, but he's not.
Oh, I know what it is, Max. Let
What
me
is?
ask you guys this in the chat. I mean, Max knows me, but do you guys like my white man voice? Is it
Oh, now he
effective?
see now
Is
he.
is it is it effective?
Wait, before you finish,
Just because my name is
hold on.
black, do you think I'm white?
Somebody said, Max, this sounds like hate. Give me a second. Let me. Thank you. Give me a second, Black.
Okay.
Thank you, Reginald. He said, remember, a lot of schools can pay players to go to their school. Colorado don't have money like Texas, Ohio State, Georgia. They can still play. It's right. I had said that before. A lot of these, a lot of these teams had the bag already. Colorado is still developing it. So these other schools have a leg up already. So this is only year two. Like I said, if this was year four and they're still struggling to get the bag, then that's a problem. So we're gonna have to entertain this in year four.
Well, may I address that whole issue right there? Um,
Thank you, Reginald. Hmm.
um, to be fair, to be fair, I think a lot of people, myself included, and many of you in the chat, Max, you too, are partially guilty of buying into the hype of Dion, because he
No,
made
no,
the
wait a minute, Black. I didn't buy into the hype. Somebody
okay, not
just
okay,
said,
not
hold
you,
on one
Max.
second. Somebody just in the chat said, Max, this sounds like hate. Trust me, they don't
How
they don't think that from me.
how
Trust
is
me,
it
I'm telling you
how
they
is it
don't.
hate coming from me? How
No,
is it
hate coming from me. They just
okay
said it. Somebody just said in the chat, Max,
that
this sounds like
you're
hate.
hating
Right.
or I'm hating?
That I'm hating.
How are you hating? You're just letting me express my opinion.
I've been told it before because
Well,
I just give
see,
my opinion on how I see it.
no,
I'm not
sometimes
hating.
sometimes if the if your opinion strikes a chord in someone, it touches their inner being and they disagree, they might, strongly disagree with you. But it's
Okay,
only
wait, hold on one second, Black. Yeah, I did say that slap because they don't let me down. They always remember what I said. Remember I said talk Cormani to USC. I had said that last year. They said Max, he ain't going nowhere. I said I get it. He not going nowhere.
did he leave?
Well, he has. I don't see his name in the portal yet, but
Oh, he hasn't left yet.
no. He has left,
Oh, he
but
left.
his name is just not. It'll probably be updated by midnight. Well, shit, it's midnight now.
No, Max, let me stick to my point. Reginald, here's the thing that I think, and Max is correct in his assessment. It's only the second year. And Reginald, you are absolutely correct. They don't Colorado with Dion in the second year, coming from the Chitlin circuit, and I'm not trying to be funny,
See, this is
but
why they think you're a
but
troll, Black.
but coming from down south, okay.
You just said the Chitlin circuit.
I'm I'm trying to be humorous, Max. It's sarcasm, okay. But nevertheless, because it's only the second year, and they're still building a program. And not to mention, it's nothing close to a dynasty like all those universities you named.
Right,
So therefore, they don't have the tenure or the tradition or the program that's been in play that it's just like a factory assembly line. And so, it's set up to where those players come in, they work through the system, and after a few years, they get playing time. But
right,
their places are more secure
right,
based on the program
right,
and the bag that they're given
right,
coming in the door.
right.
So I think what people bought into, and myself included, not you, Max, but maybe a lot of people in the chat that don't want to admit it, they bought into the smoke and the mirrors that Dion sold as a form of wolf tickets. Being the Tony Robbins of whatever division he's in. And
Why you say Tony Robbins?
because Dion is a motivational speaker. He's not
Oh,
a
okay.
coach. He's not a coach. He's a great player. Oh my gosh. I mean, if he had the right team around him, and I've said this before, of coordinators, and he created a system where he could build confidence and morale in the players and rotated them and didn't play favorites, then I think there would be more of a magnet and an attraction of people to come into his program versus all these people that are going out of his program via the portal. And that's all.
Let me open up the chat here. Hold on one second. Like you got time for a minute tonight?
Yeah, I got time today, cuz. You remember that video, Max, the little skinny white dude? Yeah, I
Yeah.
got time. I got time today, cuz. Where's Big Perm at? Come on up here, Big Perm.
You know they think you're a troll, right, Black?
I don't know why you keep saying that, Max. You know I'm not no troll.
I know you're not. I know you're not.
I'm just a regular guy.
let me tell y'all a conversation we were having the other day. I'm sitting up there, Black calls me, right? And he got his boy on the phone. I didn't know who his boy was at the time. And his boy would not let me talk. We were having a battle over OJ, right?
Now
And then
wait,
Black,
Max, this was before OJ passed away. It's like a week ago, right?
yeah, this is before OJ passed away.
We just brought him up out of
Yeah,
nowhere, and I
me
called
and the
you.
dude just
I
started
called you.
arguing.
I called you because he was talking about OJ, and Max is in the legal cases, and so
Right,
I was like, "Yo, let me call my boy Max," and then I actually left the conversation for like 20 minutes
right.
and came back, and these guys were arguing.
No,
But go ahead. I
we
mean, not
weren't.
arguing, but going back and forth.
We were going back and forth, and he would not let me get nothing across. He said, "Listen, I am an expert when it come to OJ Simpson." I was like, "Expert? Like, how are you an expert?" And I didn't know what he did. I didn't know who he was. So this guy that I was talking to, if you ever seen the OJ documentary of the Bronco chase, he was the actual producer of the shit. And Black didn't tell me that. And then he also produced the whole Reginald Denny situation, the riots. He was the producer on that. So I'm like, he said, I'm like, what do you mean you're a documentarian? So I didn't know who he was. I'm like, my bad, you know. But it was hilarious though. We were going back and forth. But I'm like, damn, man, he's the damn expert on this. I'm going back and forth with him. But what's up, Thomas? What's
What
going
up?
on,
What up?
Warren?
What up, Max? What's up? What's up, everybody?
What's
Peace, love,
going
and light to
on?
the
What's up, Max?
All right.
peace to the panel.
Listen, listen, man. Listen, I'm not sure, but it seems like you just going by pieces of information. I don't see how you can't say you say that Crime's not a coach. He's a coach now. Colorado hired him, and if you follow Dion like you say you do, you would have followed him to JS
He don't
Jackson
follow
State
Dion
University.
like that. He don't follow him
Oh
like that.
well then
I
so your
apologize.
information for your well
Let me
then your
clarify.
information you only got you only got bits
Let
and
me.
pieces of information. Let me finish and then you can go
Okay,
like you
okay.
was going.
It's very short. I
So
mean,
it's
Dion, to me,
well,
Dion's not
I'm gonna
a
make
good
mine
coach.
short. I'm gonna make mine short too. I'm gonna make mine short so I can shut up and listen to what you have to say and just hear me out. You have people in the chat thinking you're a troll because of how you're talking or
He's not
the
a troll
answers
though.
that you're giving.
He's not a troll,
I'm
man.
not saying he is, but that's what I'm saying is that's how it looks to them on the out on look from the chat. That's how it is from me from the
He
chat
he know
because
people. He
I,
knows people that know Dion personally. He's not a troll, man. If he want to get
I'm
Dion
not
on the
saying
phone, if he wants, let me tell you something real quick. I'm not going to tell you who this man. If he wants to get Dion on the phone, he can get him on the phone right now. He's not a
well
troll,
he
man.
may,
It's just that he's coming
but
off
he's
as
a
one, but
coach.
he's not a troll. I
Well
explained
he
this in
can-
the
he
chat months ago. He's not a troll, man.
I don't think he's a good coach. So I'll just
He's
leave
just
that
giving
right
his
there.
opinion
I
on
don't
him.
think he's
That's
a
all he
good
doing.
okay
coach.
that's a
For the level and the division that he's at. Oh man, he's not a good coach at all. He's more of a motivational speaker, in my opinion.
Why would you?
well
What are you drawing that conclusion from?
The simple mathematics of altogether from February to now, 27 players left off of an 85 player roster. That's like one third of the roster. And Max is saying, based on the numbers coming in, it's like six players that are guaranteed to
but
come
you
in.
wait a minute
No,
That
no,
math
but
isn't mathing.
you missed
that's
it.
not.
You
That's
missed the fact that there was players that came in on February too. So when players was moving out, we got new players. We got almost 12 to 13 new players coming in, and then we still have six. Those six players was a part of that February March. Now the transfer portal just opened today, right? Meaning that there are going to be players coming in, and the reason why there are players leaving was because either I'm one or two things: academically, they was not performing up to the standard that Dion had, and two, they want more playing time, so they're trying to better position themselves. You understand the transfer
Is that me or is that you?
Hey,
anymore. It's no
Warren,
more
Warren,
scholarships anymore.
could you
It's
repeat
year to year. Okay, sorry.
could you repeat your last point because you were
I'm
breaking up?
sorry. Go ahead.
No, you good. Sometime in StreamYard.
I'm sorry. So
You were
okay,
saying
so what?
academically they weren't meeting up to
Yeah, that's
standards,
where it
and
cut
you
off.
kind of blanked out. But
It's
go
either
ahead.
two. So it's two reasons that people are moving out. It's because one, they're not meeting the outside of the gridiron standards for that particular culture, or two, they're wanting to get playing time because we do not have the 4 year scholarships. It used to be once you sign with a college, you was there for 4 years, you was locked in, at least 2 to 3 years. Locked in, you couldn't move around. Now these players have the ability. And first of all, the scholarships are only year to year base, so you got a scholarship for 1 year, and you have to earn the right to get a scholarship for the next year. My thing is this: the portal opened up today. Those players that moved out, I guarantee you, if you wait a week, you're gonna hear about 12 or 16 more players coming in. And we have six that didn't make it because they're still finishing up college, either school courses that they have in another school, so that they can uh so that they can they have to finish those whatever requirements they had at that particular school, and they're coming in. So those six players was already counted for. The 27 players, you can't just say 27 players left, but you're forgetting all the new players that came in about that time. At the same time that they was leaving, it was new players coming in about a week later.
The only issue with
So
that
you have to
is,
subtract those two as well.
yeah, the only issue with that is they don't have a cohesive team yet. It takes a couple years to build that. It takes at least 2 to 3 years to
But
build
Right.
it.
listen,
That still
They
remains
don't
to be.
have
That's
it. They
still up
still
to
having new
that.
players come in.
they got a
that
core though, because you
that's
got to
still up
remember
to
Travis and
interpretation.
Shador.
Uh,
Yeah.
You got to
part,
remember
part,
Travis and
part,
Shador played together for 3 years.
pardon me.
Savion played 3 years, and plus y'all forgetting. Okay, so the true numbers are y'all forgetting the okay
Oh, hey, what's
prime
up, Mike?
prime prime is ranked I think number 6 now in the nation in the portal transfers with like 25, right? I think he had 27 just leave out of all of them from Mikey Harrison to now. Like, so if you look at everybody who left, which is 20, I think 27 players, we already replaced those players with our first portal recruitment. Now these 15 that's leaving, remember, they're going to open the spots for 15 more new players that's coming in. But don't forget, we have 17 players that's not there yet. Right now, we got 6 portal players and like I don't know 8 to 9 freshmen that's not there yet. So we still got 17 players on the way, on top of the 6 players we just lost that we're going to replace. So if you look at it in totality, we're above numbers still, and we needed those scholarships because we were, I think, like 1 or 2 scholarships away from over scholarships. So it's not like we're underclass. Like we pretty much Prime has it set. If you look at it, really, Prime is he got it set right because you got guys that played together for 3 years on there. You got 2 year guys on there. Then you got freshmen on there, and he got about 20 seniors he bringing in for this year. And you're gonna have them come in. He got enough sophomores to be juniors next year, and enough juniors to be around 15 seniors next year. So the guys he still have, the core guys he have, and the core guys he brought in. Like I said it, Max. I said expect about 30 something more players come in right now from the spring game after the spring game because we got those freshmen that's not here, those walk-on freshmen, Lopez, Garcia, Goldberg, all of those guys. And then we got Cordell Russell, BJ Green, Will Shepard. Who else? Who else we got
Matt, can you
uh,
hear me?
that's not here yet? So
Yeah,
we
I can
still
hear
got
you.
those guys. These little 6 guys was expected. I was expecting that, and now this is about take us to the level we need to be on that playoff level team, because now our depth will really be talent from like first team, maybe starters. Like if we get this all American or this first team freshman from Arkansas, instead of us having a dang what's the name rotating, we'll have a starter rotating. So yeah, it's more depth to the team completely. This is gonna add depth because we didn't need that. Chance Wallace, I mean maybe Cormani, but Cormani wasn't really he wasn't ready to play this year or last year. Cormani he missed an off season, so
I
I
think
wish him well, man.
I think he need a fresh start. He gonna flourish somewhere else. That's
I
my
don't
opinion.
think so,
He
man.
need a full off season. Like football, you need your off season. You can't just come in like if you want to keep coming in like a high schooler in the summer and in the fall and working out. You're not looking forward to having a really good season.
What
Like
what was the reason why he wasn't practicing with the team? Because the team hasn't said anything.
I don't know,
School.
I guarantee you his grades.
But no, we
No,
can't
no,
say that.
no film. He's not studying film. He's
competition.
not coming to meetings. He's not coming to the meetings like he's supposed to. I mean, it is what it is. It's
Is that
something
what
outside of
what they
football.
said? Is that what they
Hey,
said? The
peace.
reason why he wasn't there this time?
Yeah, well, Dion made mention of it last year.
Well,
Right.
He don't go to
from what I heard,
classes.
but he said he was
Go
supposed to
ahead.
be.
Not
He was supposed to
Kamani
be.
was
Wait, he was
actually
he was about to go be a deacon,
I
right?
can't.
Then he go. I thought he left. Supposedly he left school for a few weeks and got right with God and became like a junior deacon or something with
Oh
the
yeah.
with the boat
Is
with the.
is that the reason why he wasn't there?
It wasn't the
not
reason why.
he was homesick. You could tell since last year that he didn't really want to be there in Colorado. He missed Florida. You could tell he kept spending most of his time in Florida instead of Colorado working out. And I think he was working out in Florida, so it's his comfort zone. Wherever he's comfortable at, I think he'll flourish better where he's comfortable at. He feels
I agree.
comfortable in his own state.
Let me ask
Like
y'all a
how
question. Let me ask y'all a question about Cormani. If he in the comfort zone, right? That's just one scenario. If he's in his comfort zone, what is he going to do different? And then secondly, why would Dion put himself in a position to help this young man if he's so great and he's playing his position? Where else can Kamani go to learn from a gold jacket? And
he
and
could
and
go
from and I have to I add this into it to go where a black man is teaching him, a father figure is teaching him, and where Kamani probably doesn't even have a father figure because we only see his mother. So where can he go to
I don't
get
want to get in. I don't
that
want to
kind
get
of
into it.
tutelage? Where can Kamani go to get that type of tutelage
I'm gonna say
from
this
a
real
black
quick.
hey,
man?
I'm gonna say
but
this real quick.
I'm gonna
Let me
say
just say
this.
this real
Oh,
quick. None of us know Kermani. We don't know him. We don't know if he don't have a father figure. We don't know him.
But we haven't
So
seen the father.
yeah, but it doesn't matter.
but
We
we
don't
can't
know.
speculate
We
on the
don't know.
father.
We don't know what his situation is. I keep trying to figure out because Coach Prime, nobody has said why he wasn't with the team. We're only speculating. We don't know why he wasn't there.
Right,
And
I feel you. I
But
feel you. I feel you. I
but
feel you on that. I feel you on that.
somebody
But
was
it's just
saying
my own opinion. This is my opinion.
right.
This is not fact. It's just my opinion.
Somebody said that he was being ordained or something in church or something like that.
Yeah, that's
Um
what was supposed to be said.
yeah, he
yeah,
was all
so
in Florida. Like everything he done was in Florida.
It was a Boulder
Practice was in
ministry. It wasn't
Florida.
in Florida. It was a church group in Boulder that he was working with that got him to get a degree, I think, and to be I'm not totally. It's like the hearsay from what I'm hearing that he
yeah.
wasn't got like a. It
Yeah, I would
wasn't
say, man,
But
let's
in
not beat up
Florida.
on the kid. Let me
It
just
was
say this
Boulder.
real quick. Let's not beat up on the kid. Yes, he can flourish somewhere else. He can go to Florida State or Ohio State and flourish. He don't is maybe it just wasn't a good fit at Colorado. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes it's just not a good fit. He
I
just
think
need
he's
to
right.
go somewhere
That's what I
else
say.
and he'll
That's
probably
what I
flourish.
say.
He
Yes.
ran from the comp.
Don't
It's
say
just
Because
hard
he's
for me.
garbage
Right,
because
right.
he can't
That's
learn
what
under
I
Coach
said.
Prime. That's
If
incorrect.
he ran from the comp, if he wanted to been leave, he would have been left. Like he see the
Yeah.
comp coming in, he see the freshmen coming in. They all his size. They all probably could do what he could do, and he left. Man, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna always keep it a buck. I love Cormani to death, but if he really
Yeah,
wanted to
fact,
leave,
We
he would
don't
have
know.
been
fact.
But
We
left.
all do. We all
the
do. We all do.
My point
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
we don't know what his situation is because Coach Prime ain't said nothing. Nobody has said
Well,
nothing. In fact,
well,
when they
well, I can say
interviewed, when they interviewed the defensive backs coach, he kind of put his head down when they said something about Kermani. He looked down. See, I look at stuff like that. Why is he
Hmm.
looking down when he's
Hmm.
answering the question? He said, "Well, once he get back in shape and all that, he'll be back." And he looked down when he said it. That's how I know it's a
Hmm.
problem.
Prime
It's
Right.
a
know who
problem.
leaving though.
So
he
what
Where,
Prime,
where, Mac?
I
Where? What's the
suggest
problem,
is
Mac?
Matt,
Prime
What
know
do you
who
think?
leaving.
he
If you
didn't.
had to speculate,
I can't talk.
he,
Nobody will let you keep talking over me.
I'm sorry, not bad.
Not just you, but I'm just saying. The point is, the team has not said anything about him. We don't know. He probably just okay. I'm just gonna go to another team. We just found out today that from Sports Illustrated that he's hitting the transfer portal. The team has said nothing about it. When in fact, when the reporter asked the defensive back coach Mathis about it, he said, "Well, he just got to get back in shape."
Right.
He looked down when he said it. So
Right.
it's more to the story, but they're not telling us. Remember, it's
Honestly,
three
I don't
Right.
even
sides.
It's
think he's
all
leaving.
control.
There's three sides to the story.
I don't think he's going
This is
nowhere.
damage control. Prime, look, I've been saying it. Prime, this is damage control. Prime said
no. He said
we
he
already
is. He
know.
said himself he's
He
gone.
said it's 10 players that they know that got the talent to go to the league. He said it's 25 players that think they got it, but they got to show it on the field. He said it's
Hmm.
15 players that's about to hit the portal. So and then he was talking about evicting last 2 days ago, and then you see who not there. So like that's already like in the practice. I mean, I get it, but I didn't really want to think Carmani was gonna leave. But I'm gonna tell you this: expect 15 players to leave, bro. He already said it. They know. And then today, I think it was
Yeah,
a
I
video
agree. I agree.
where Milliner Jones and Shiloh going off with Milliner Jones. I'm like, man, you hit the portal, man. Get up out of here. Why are you still here? So they know who leaving way before we do. Just
I
know
agree.
that
Oh yeah, I agree with that. They
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 got the
Hmm.
both
video.
knew who was hitting the portal
I
before it
agree.
hit the media, of course.
Right, because Shiloh was
Yeah.
going off on Milliner Jones in the video, like, man, what did you transfer it? You in the portal? And then somebody was talking about Darius was doing a little joke playing, like he was hitting the portal, impersonating people that like, oh yeah,
Right. So,
that's not about the money, but it's about the, what I'm saying. So I
my
get it. I
family, my
see.
family. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
saw that.
I see the kite being
Yeah.
sent. So you ain't gotta say too much for me to catch what you're saying. So yeah, man, it's they're not gonna tell us, but just know this: Prime gonna let him go. He gonna bring it. Prime gonna bring in some more size, man, because now he got this look. He got about 60 guys that's really been working out together, meshed in with about 40 guys that's been working together for 2 years. Nothing to bring in these 20 more guys. Maybe let's bring in 30 more guys and look like a normal college team who has a roster turnover of
Right.
30 players. Like most college teams, roster turnover of really good colleges, 30, 25 at least every year. You know what I'm saying? So we're looking the same. You know what I mean? It's not like we're turning over like last year 90 players or 70 and 60 players in the spring. Like right now, this time last year, they turned over 70 players.
Well,
Like
we got
60
too many
players.
people on. We can't talk over each other. So I'm just
Yeah.
keeping it at this right here.
Yeah. Let's keep it like short. Like, let me ask y'all a question, a real quick question. Y'all, anybody can answer. But
Mhm.
do y'all think that Prime will go above and beyond for the best interest of these children? You know what I mean? Even though Kamani is like super talented coming
Mhm.
out of high school, but do y'all think that Prime would make that type of sacrifice? I believe that he will make that type of sacrifice for him being a better man versus him being a football star.
Yeah.
I would
It's,
say yes, but at the same time, it have something to do with his coaching style. See, Coach Prime could like a player and want to do better for a player, but he have a team around him, a staff. Maybe one of those staff don't like him as much as Coach Prime and don't see him, and don't care about him. Because you do have staffs who don't care about players, and it's not only the coach's fault. the coaches probably found out the last minute, the
Mhm.
head coach.
Right.
Let me
So
ask y'all this:
I think
if that
Prime
was
will do
your
the same
child,
thing.
if that was your child in that situation, being coached under Prime, what would you tell your child to motivate him to stay and be the best man he could be? What would you tell your
but
son if he was Kamani?
but if the issue, if
The
the coach
trainers.
is not the issue, if it's the staff who don't like them, then and they be like, well, this player's not good. The defensive back staff be like, he not no good. We need to get rid of him. And they tell the coach, and they could put it, words in the coach ear where the coach trying to see for himself and help him, but the staff don't like him. So he fighting against the staff because Coach Pryor had to coach everybody. The single coaching staff had to coach each position. So it probably not be because of Coach Pryor while he leaving. It could be
But
one of
what?
the staff.
I,
But
I
my
know
Like
question
Coach
was, what
Prime
would you
would
tell your
agree.
son? What would you tell your son in that situation?
I would tell him to pack
what
his
I
bag.
That's a
yeah, pack his
challenge.
bag.
Yeah, we going
Really?
to Florida
Because
State. Pack your
yeah,
bag,
because
baby.
yeah,
What? I told him it's a
because
challenge, son. Stick it in there. Stick it in there
Be-
and
Yeah,
help
my
me out.
son
What's
ain't
wrong
gonna
with you?
stay
nah,
somewhere where the coaches don't like him. Nah, pack your
That's
But
a
bag,
that,
fact.
son. We're gonna go
it
start
could
over
be a
fresh.
coaching
That's a fact,
staff. We
though.
don't know what's behind the scenes. It don't have to be Coach Prime because
Right.
the way their statement was sent out there, like we're not gonna do it again. It seems like it's a coaching staff, not Coach Prime. He have everybody to watch. The coaching staff, it seems like he have an issue with coaching staff who don't like him, that don't want to play him.
I wouldn't say that. See, now you speculating all the way. Like
No, no,
what
I'm
signs
saying the
is
way that statement is like written, like he said he not about to do this
Well,
again.
see,
Like
that don't
bring the
make
same
sense to me.
penalty.
I'm sorry.
none of this is making
No,
sense because
big 23. That's not the case. Coach Prime
yeah,
was
I want to
bigging
hear Black
Cormani
got
up
to say
before
Can
he
you
about
got
this
guys
one.
hear
there.
me?
He was
I know
bigging Cormani up before he got there. He's
I know
saying we got a dog coming. That's what he said.
Right. Right.
right. And
So now all of a sudden he not a dog now. Like what is it?
Yeah,
No, he
that's
don't
what I'm
want to play by the
saying.
rules, man.
it's
He
Well,
don't
we
want to
don't
play
know
by
that.
the
We don't
rules.
know if you don't
you
want to
get the
play
He's
by.
five
We don't know.
star. He's
you get the
five
same.
star. He's like the big
We
man.
don't,
Like I don't
we
need no
don't
Yeah,
coach
I
know.
shit.
mean,
No, we
so
don't know
we
that.
speculate.
We don't know because we don't know what staff like him or not.
He doing
We
the
just
same
Wait a
thing he
know
minute,
did
wait a
that
minute,
last
Max.
Coach
year.
Brown
Max,
love him.
come on, Max. You can see what Max. You got Max. You got two eyes. You see what is going on. Even in the well off media,
No, I
even
don't see what's
the
going on.
training
I'm not
coaches
there.
were
Well off
getting on
media only show us
commodity.
a few clips. I don't know
Okay,
what's going
but
on.
no, no,
Remember,
hold
Yeah,
on. Let me
no,
finish.
that's
So
No, I have to give a
let me
disclaimer
finish,
here
Max. Let me
because I don't
finish.
want to be spreading
Hey,
misinformation here. I don't want to
right.
be spread. So I have to give a
Right.
disclaimer.
okay.
We don't see the whole
All right.
practice and we don't know what's
We
going
just
on.
okay. This is just my okay. So in the well off media, it was the training coach was getting on commodity for not participating in the training when they
Not
was in the
participating in training.
weight
You
and
seen
conditioning
that?
training. Yeah,
but
I,
Mass is
yes.
right. We
you
don't
I
got
see
my
the
seen
I
whole
it.
seen him get
full
on. I
film.
seen the conditioning coach
I
get on a
mean,
lot of people.
and we
right.
have. Wait, I understand. Wait a minute, but
You
I had.
speculating now. You
He said you supposed to be. You supposed. Wait a minute. No, he said you supposed to be a top dog, and you doing this basically.
if
See,
Carmani
that's
doesn't like the
all
staff, he
And I'm
would
jealousy.
have been left.
paraphrasing him.
He
But
would
that
have been
sounds
left.
like
You
jealousy
know what?
because some coaches now wish they was in
Oh,
that
come
same
on,
position.
man. Now I'm gonna blame the
I'm
No,
gonna
coach
I'm
for
I'm
not.
gonna
that.
say this.
You blaming
No,
the
y'all,
coach?
I'm not saying. I'm
y'all
just
blaming the
saying
coaches.
because a lot of coaches fail
That don't make sense.
on the same level, and they see a talent in the kid. They probably don't want their kid to succeed. I'm being honest. You
What?
have coaching staff that don't.
Are you
That
for real,
some
man?
jealous.
Y'all painting the narrative
Yeah,
that
you do
coaching
have
staff.
coaching
Whoa, that's
staff
too
jealous
Whoa,
of
far
some
right
players.
there.
y'all doing
That's
too much,
crazy.
man. You
I'm
trying to
not
That's
make
saying
y'all
it's
crazy.
the
paint a
truth.
narrative.
Hey,
Who
I'm
is
gonna
the
have
I'm
to
coach?
not.
let some of y'all go. We talking over each other. Y'all welcome to come back. Y'all definitely welcome to come back. But we talking over each other. I can't do it.
Yeah, this is narratives
So
being
y'all
thrown out.
welcome to come back, man.
Nah, I'm gone, man, because I gotta finish working. So I'm gonna step down.
Oh, you straight? You good, Reginald?
Yeah, I'm gonna step down. I have to finish working. I'm at work. but I was just making
Oh,
like
you
a
at
little.
work? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I have to.
Yeah, I
I have
just
to make.
wanted you to get your point off because you were getting talked
Yeah,
over.
yeah. I know I was getting talked over, but I'm not saying that it's either fault. We don't know what's behind the scenes. It
Right.
could be a
Exactly.
staff member that don't like him, or because Coach Prime showed love to him and told him what he need to do.
Right.
But it could be a staff behind that don't
Right.
like him, and people fail to realize that this happened Pee Wee to middle school to high school football. You gonna always have a staff that gonna not like a certain person.
I
And so
think what
in the
Prime said,
college,
oh boy, starting, he said he out of here. That's what truthfully, it ain't. I don't think it's none of that. I think when Prime either said when DJ McKinney said he said he's starting, so he said y'all follow the starters and Travis. I think that's when he made his decision. All of this, him not getting along with the coaches, that's mad narrative because he would have been left. And like, why would you leave now when you got NFL coaches coming in? It's the comp, man. And then Prime
but
telling them
you
they
got
starting, and then them saying they're gonna move Travis to the slot, and he's saying he's not gonna be in the picture, man. Like everybody else about to leave, hit the portal. That's all it is. It ain't all it is. Them not getting along with the coaches, and it's just them
Right.
seeing they spot getting filled, and they not even
Right.
playing. It's time to
But
go.
Kamani's only a sophomore, right?
Yeah,
So you
freshman
got
still. He's
like
still in
look how much
freshman.
eligibility he have left versus Travis that's going to the NFL next year. You know what I mean? Whatever. Just sit back and wait till your turn and be the best.
Right.
Be the best next Travis Hunter or be the best next
Yeah, but
whoever. Because he can even
Colorado
train. Go ahead.
Colorado is not the only place for him to flourish. He can flourish at other colleges. This is normal for 5 stars to transfer. It's normal, actually. If
Well,
he
Now,
he
feel like it's not a good fit, he can always go somewhere else. I mean, look at all the Alabama 5 stars that transfer each year. It's
but
the
think
same
about,
thing.
oh
okay, go ahead.
he know
Sorry.
he's not about to play.
I'm not.
But think about this though. Think about this though. Think about this. Your head coach is the best to ever do your position. And when he put you in, you will be a Travis Hunter or better in that position. Just wait, be patient. Don't rush. Yeah, you're going to go get money here. You can go play there. You can go play there. But when you come out of Colorado under the Deion Sanders, you're going to be the best of the best. And I think Deion knows that this guy have the athleticism to be just as good as he was, if not better. And this guy's just not patient. He's
Yes,
not
sir.
patient. Because, like, yo, you come out of the hood or wherever he came from, I have no idea where he came from or whatever. Like, yo, that somebody's going to pay you more money to be there versus, and to try to tarnish prime reputation as the phenom as he is right now with all the publicity he's getting. You able to tarnish that. Plus,
Hey,
we can. You understand where I'm going with
I
that?
see what you're saying. You know what? I got something for you. You remember last year? I want to see what you think about this one. You
You
remember
talking to me?
last
Go ahead.
year? You remember last year when Travis got hurt?
Mm-hmm.
You remember he was coaching Cormani? You remember that?
Yes. Yes.
And remember when Cormani got in the game, he made those big plays, and then
Yes.
he was coaching them. And then remember what he did? It was you remember when Omarion Cooper had that big game against USC?
Mario Cooper.
That
Mario
wasn't
Cooper.
on the coaches. Guess who coached that game? That
Who's
was
that?
Travis Hunter. It wasn't because of the coaches. The coaches
Right.
messed up. The coach.
Right.
Did you know when Omarion Cooper caught that ball, Travis knew he was getting hot. He said, "Put him back in the game." That's why Omarion got off. It was because of
Right.
Travis.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Travis was
Okay.
actually coaching Cormani that game more
Mm.
so than the coaches.
Right. Right.
Now,
So, what's
I
your
got
point?
to show you a video in practice last season where Cormani had a lot of great plays. Travis saw it too.
Mhm. Yeah.
Sometime a player needs to get a fresh start. This wasn't a good fit, I don't think. He
I
needs
think
to
it
go
was a
I
somewhere
just
great.
else.
think
I
he
think it's a
need
great fit. I think.
he
I think. I think. Like I said earlier, talent amazing. I think Kamani is that guy, but it's other things Kamani needs to complete him as a man. And I think that's Prime's main objective. Yeah, you can be the greatest football player you could be, but you need to be a man first.
You ever hear
And
him
I
talk?
think,
Do you ever hear him talk?
yes,
He's
yes,
he's actually very intelligent.
he sounds like he is a part of YSL.
That's not true.
That's the
He's just
interviews I
quiet.
heard him
No, he's
speak.
just quiet. He's misunderstood. He's just quiet. No, he
He
actually is very
needs
intelligent.
he needs a Prime in his life. I just honestly think that. I could be wrong, and I'm just
Listen,
guessing right now.
listen. Let me ask you a question. Who
Talk
coached
to me.
Kool-Aid McKinstry this year?
Oh man, come on, man.
Who
I'm
coached
not.
Caleb Downs? Dion didn't coach him, but they're still great. What my point is, he can excel. It just wasn't a good fit. That doesn't mean that he's not going to excel somewhere else just because Dion's not coaching him. I mean,
I
he
just
didn't coach
want.
Kool-Aid McKinstry. He didn't coach
Hermione,
Caleb Downs.
Okay. Let's look at the
Hermione
bigger
just
picture.
blew his whole offseason and about
He
to go
didn't
to
coach
the
Revis Island. I mean, there's other good coaches
Okay.
out there.
Okay.
Just because it's not a good fit here doesn't mean that he's not going to excel somewhere else.
Okay.
Doesn't mean that.
My FBA perspective is this.
You said
I
FBA.
FBA, yeah. B1.
Why do you say FBA?
Foundational Black American
Why did you
perspective.
say that? That had nothing to
Huh?
do with. Why would you say that?
I'm just
What the
giving you
world?
my perspective. I
But
don't
why
know
are you telling us you
who
FBA though? Why are you saying
I
that?
was lost. What was that?
I'm about to tell you that.
No, but you
I
saying your
want
foundational black perspective. Why are you saying that?
because like I don't know who everybody is.
What you
What is
mean you
that?
don't know who everybody is? What do you
I
mean
don't
by
know
that?
if everybody foundational Black Americans or not.
Everybody like who?
There's no such thing as
Uh,
that.
There's no such thing as foundational black Americans. There's no
really?
did you know there's no such thing as black?
That part.
There's no
I
such thing
believe.
as white. Those are
Mhm.
political terms that they use to divide people.
Exactly.
I don't really want
And
to
I'm
talk.
saying
I really want to just
talking
talk
to you
about sports,
guys.
though, man.
Listen
I
to
don't
me.
really want to go into like.
There's no such thing as foundational black Americans. Tariq Nasheed made that up. Do you know he killed
Okay,
somebody?
I have no
That
idea.
part.
I didn't really want to go into
I'm
that
telling
because
you,
I knew
man.
that would
Nah,
create
man. Listen,
conflict.
hold on. We can't
We can have, if you want to have a
foundational
conversation about that, we can. But that's not really
foundational
why
black
I'm.
Americans is made up by Tariq Nasheed. He's an
Straight
agent.
up.
Okay,
Another
I don't really want to go into that.
another Nate
If you
Sarge.
want me to respond, I can.
Hey,
But
can you turn
if
your mic down a little bit? It's a
we
little bit. That thing is mad loud. Your mic is like super solid.
Hey, Glenn, I'm gonna have to bring you back.
It's that mic, man.
I'm gonna have to
It's
bring you
super
back a little later because I had some people waiting. I'm like, what does foundational black American got to do with anything?
I was lost. Like, what is FBA? You said that. I was like, oh no, bro.
Man, that was
Yeah,
It's
I
not the
mean,
crazy,
Tariq
buffoon.
man.
Nasheed made that up, man. There's
The
no such
buffoon.
thing as black and white. Those are political terms that they use to divide the masses.
Exactly. He
Did
trying
you
to turn.
know? Let me tell you this. When I went out of the country, right? You know what somebody said to me? They was like, where are you from? And then they was like, oh, you're American. I said, yeah, I'm American. They was like, okay. And they just started laughing. And I was asking them, why are you laughing? He said, because you guys in the United States refer to yourselves as colored when you were born on that land. You are where you born. So there's no such thing as foundational black Americans. There's no such
Well,
thing. This man's an agent that made that up.
straight up Asian.
How do you get
American
out of
means.
deleting somebody?
Mm,
How do you just mysteriously get out of jail for deleting somebody if they're not using you?
That's crazy.
American means someone dark
Either
skinned.
that or he told on somebody.
So why use the phrase black when American already means someone dark skinned?
Yeah, I feel like people come on to hijack my show, man. Like, no, we don't have that kind of talk. Or well, we can save it for the other show. We could do that, but not over here. This is strictly sports talk. And then also, I want to say this. I gotta say this for a disclaimer because I don't know if Cormani or his mother's listening. Listen, we don't know them like that. And he's saying he don't got a father figure. We don't know that. We don't
We
we
don't
don't
know
know
that man at
if he
all.
got a father or not. We don't know that because they don't they seem like they're very private people. They don't talk up. They don't talk too much on social media.
Somebody might.
Maybe it just wasn't a good fit. We don't know. Maybe he just decided, all right, I need to go somewhere else. I want to go somewhere else. It happens all the time. Look at all these 5-stars leaving Alabama. 5-stars transfer all the time. You know, like, and also it's not uncommon for a 5-star to play. Look at all them 5-stars Alabama got sitting on the bench. You know, it's a regular thing. It's just that they bigging it up because it's Cormani. We don't know him like that.
That's
And
true.
to say he's not intelligent, then you're gonna bring in foundational Black Americans. Like, what does that mean, man?
Right. Foolery on top of folly. Hey, somebody mic Bluetooth, leave the clear
Oh,
their
it's
mic if
coming
you
from,
want
hey Rand, you gotta mute your YouTube. That's what it is.
to do
Mute
that.
my.
Yeah, you got YouTube and StreamYard up.
You got your
Just mute the
Bluetooth.
Oh,
YouTube. You can
really?
keep it up, just mute it.
Yeah, we play through the Bluetooth. It echoes in ours.
Is that?
If you put your headphones on, it won't echo, but you got the Bluetooth going, so it'll echo. It's crowd saying the same thing.
Oh, okay.
I was like, Carmani out here going to church, getting the whole deacon degree, and people talking about he flunking out and doing
Is
this
that
and
Yeah,
that.
better?
talking about he flunking out. That we don't. He's not flunking out.
Man, leave that man
I
alone,
didn't
man.
know that was true
He
though.
was a
That he
good
was going
student
to
in
get a
high school,
deacon
man. Like,
degree.
what are you talking about?
I don't know. That was in the ethos, all kind of stuff. But like, man, I'm gonna say this: the competition got heavy. Hey, he wasn't practicing. I wish him the best. It's gonna be tough not having another off season. That's 2 years in a row with no off season training. So good luck to
Yeah,
Cormani,
that's
man.
the him
Somebody
leaving.
mic is crazy.
Him leaving. That's
Yeah,
the
somebody
same as
might
the
is.
other players leaving. It just so happened because it's him.
Is that
But
better, y'all?
no,
Nah.
It's your
So,
Bluetooth. You gotta put your phone and your headset or whatever you got in your headset. If you playing this through speakers, it's gonna echo. I'm
oh,
hearing
okay.
me playing through your speaker in your house.
A beat. I don't know
Huh?
what that is.
No, your speaker. Like when you hear that, that's because somebody got their Bluetooth open, and we hearing the feedback in the mic. So that you got to think it's you.
wait, hold on
You
one
think
second.
move away from the speaker.
Reginald said, Max, stop schooling dude with we are Americans, not foundational Americans. My family told me I'm American. I'm back in chat. Wait a minute. Now you trolling me. You said, Max, stop schooling dude with we are Americans, not foundation Americans. My family told me I'm American back in the chat.
Right.
Yeah, that's just what I said. We're American.
Truthfully, everyone's American if you really want to get into it, but I'm not
Thank
gonna
you,
get into all that.
Reginald. Thank you, Reginald, for donation. But yeah, we're all American.
Like everybody in the world.
Hey,
American
look.
means
Hey,
land of.
let me ask you a question, Thomas.
What's up?
When the Dream Team takes center stage, what do they say? The Americans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Americans, but when you look at the definition of America, it means the land of the dark skinned people. Or it don't say that in Africa. That's the definition of Africa. That's the definition of America. So
Look,
everywhere
Glenn said that's not me talking. That's hilarious.
American means someone dark skinned, like period. People think that the later Europeans or earlier Europeans, and they want to call them foundational blacks, which is crazy. If anything, you want to call them a free white person because at that time, those Europeans that came
Yeah,
over
well,
here
let's have
who were
that on
dark
another.
skinned,
Let's have that.
or that's something
Let's just have it on another chat. We'll entertain it again, Thomas. I'm pretty sure.
right. So
But yeah, we strictly on sports. I mean, we see that's the thing. They try to divide us so much. Like, can we just come together and talk about sports? You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like,
That's why I'm here to not talk about that kind of stuff.
yeah,
Like,
everybody is can identify. Look, at the end of the day, if you want to identify yourself as purple, then so be it.
good luck with that.
But we got to get back to but here's the thing with Cormani. I was a little surprised, but it happens. I mean, yeah, but it just that he had
It's
a lot.
only
You know
like that
why?
because Prime is the coach.
Yeah, that's why it's a lot of what do you call it? That's why it's a lot of
Coverage.
that's why it's a lot of attention around it because it's Colorado. Now, if he had left Florida State to go to Miami, it'll make headlines locally and maybe to hit Sports Illustrated, but it wouldn't have been magnified. It's magnified because
No.
where he is.
I'm gonna think when people look at it, I think they're gonna see like the comp coming in, and that's why he left. It's nothing about prime or nothing like
Yeah,
that.
Right.
I heard a lot of people saying this. He left because he didn't want to compete. I don't think that's true.
It's like you bring in 3 freshmen that's your height. You got in a guy from Oklahoma State. You know what I mean? I don't. It's just
But
I understand
Thomas,
like
do we really count those freshmen? Like they're
even
not going to see
freshmen,
the field. They're
they're
not
not gonna
going to
see the
see the
field.
field
Yeah,
this
right.
year.
But I said it earlier. I said it when they said McKinney, Hodge, and Travis playing the slot, playing that weak side safety or the inside corner or the inside DB. I think that's when he made his mind
Hey,
up.
Thomas, I got a question for you. What was
What's up?
that defensive back that played for Colorado and he transferred and he got drafted in the first round?
I have no idea on that one.
Not Ruiz.
This you come out last year?
Not Is his name Garcia or something?
He got transferred.
Do, do
He
y'all
transferred from.
remember? It was a defensive back that played for Colorado, but he transferred the year before Coach Prime got there, and he got drafted in the first round. He got drafted in like the top 10 or maybe top 12.
Wait, so he was supposed he played last year in college? Or he
No,
played in the
he's
pros?
been in the league now for like 2 years now. But
I don't know what you're talking about, Mac.
my point is, he went to another team and he flew Christian Gonzalez. Thank you. My point is, Christian Gonzalez didn't stay at Colorado. He went somewhere else and he got in the first round.
Oh,
So
I think he transferred to Oregon,
yeah. So sometimes you just need I bet you Kamani wound up there, but
if I'm not
um,
mistaken.
Somebody got to put that work in.
but
It's
the
not
thing
even.
is, sometimes you just need a fresh start. Sometimes it's just not a good fit. That's all it is. It's not bad if it's not a good fit. It's not a bad thing. It's not against Coach Prime or nobody. It's just that sometimes it's just maybe he didn't like playing in Colorado. It just wasn't a good fit. Maybe
I think he didn't get enough work in. He knew it, man. You know he didn't get enough work in, man.
I wouldn't be surprised he wound up at Oregon though.
Yeah,
He gonna ride the Palmer
yeah,
wave too.
Chris. But going back to that though, the backpedal a little bit, Max. Christian Gonzalez, he's definitely a good cornerback though, because he plays for my Patriots, so I know
Oh,
exactly
he
who he
played for
is.
yeah. That's he do play for the Patriots, right?
Carmani best bet
Can
was to sit tight and keep practicing. Go ahead with.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we still got a feedback. You got to. I
I
think
don't know what that is.
Well, you gotta go
it
in.
might be
You
the
For
gotta
sure.
go
YouTube.
out and come back
Yeah,
in.
go out and come
All
back
right.
in, Rand.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, but Carmani, man, like to go now. It's like I said, at least there the coaching staff knew what he was going through. Now he got to go somewhere else and take somebody's spot. That's what y'all think. Y'all think he about to go to Florida
I
State and take
I
somebody's spot?
honestly think he's gonna go somewhere and flourish.
Hey Max, I heard
I do
earlier
too.
that I heard earlier
I
that
No
he's
believe
off
too.
going to
season.
Miami.
Hey, what's up, Warren?
Yeah, I believe that he's going to do flourish. You know, I live in Chicago. You can't grow orange. It's hard to. You have to create an environment to grow orange. Grow an orange tree, specific environment to grow an orange tree in Chicago. So what I mean by that, and I'm using that analogy, is some players just their environment is not conducive for their growth, and so I believe he'll find a place. That's my hope. I had high hopes for Kamani, and I still do. I just wish it was with Colorado, but it's not.
Yeah, right.
So I'm pretty sure that he's gonna get planted. I'm hoping that he get planted in a place where he can grow and flourish, and you can only grow oranges where the heat is conducive, or where the environment is conducive to
Hey, you know
growing
what,
oranges.
Warren? Warren, I could say
Yes,
this
sir.
much about him. He must be somebody for us to for all the talk to be on him. He got something.
Oh yes,
A
He
bag.
got something.
Somebody
I
went and
know he
got a
do.
bag, man.
Yeah.
He went and got a bag, man. Leonard
Man,
Jones got a
but
But
that's
bag.
what I heard earlier though, Max, that he's going to Miami.
I could see that too because he's a Florida
Yeah, for
guy.
sure
Yeah,
going
I
to
could
and he
see
Miami.
was
that.
originally recruited by them.
I could see
Tampering is
that.
real.
Oh yeah,
Is that
Rand.
better?
Let me see. Say something,
It's
Webb.
better. It's better.
Hey, what's
One
going
two
on,
one two.
Max?
I
I'm,
think it's
I'm,
better. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Miami was probably
No,
tampering.
it's
Come
still
on,
there.
Uh,
Cormani,
It's still there, Rand.
Still there?
cause you
Yeah.
and your Bluetooth,
Hey,
man.
Rand, are you on Bluetooth?
No, I'm just. I got
How
the
you
regular.
listening?
Let me
I'm on my
think.
phone.
You on your phone. Do you have YouTube in the background at all? Maybe you still have it minimized. You might have YouTube minimized or something. Just mute it.
Hello.
That's all you.
Better
I think
now.
you might.
Yeah,
I,
that's it.
yeah, you sound better.
I
Okay.
think you
Cool.
fixed it.
Okay. Cool.
Oh no, there it goes.
Yeah, it's there a little bit, but
What
Well,
the
I,
heck?
I think so. Coach Rest, what's the coach recruiting coach name? I just want to
Russ
throw this
Press,
out here because you
Rest,
Coach
mentioned it.
Rez,
Rest.
Coach Corey,
Yeah,
Russ Press.
Coach
yeah,
Corey.
Coach
Coach Bot.
Reyes.
It's a couple of them.
He went on someone Jamal. I mean, is it Jeremy Wimpy? I can't pronounce his last
Oh yeah,
name.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wimpi. Yeah, he was
Mhm.
on. He made he made some comment on his Twitter page or whatever. So Coach Prime and them are after that guy. Don't
Oh, so
think
they
that
do
they
be
not.
No,
watching.
they
Yeah.
only got on him because of Buffed and Prime.
Yeah, because of Buffed and Prime.
That's a
Well,
DB.
whatever the reason, they got on it. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
You talking about the
You
DB?
know,
That's the
yeah.
DB.
They keep their ears to everything.
Oh, that's why Cormani left. He know he ain't playing it, but to go get him. But he should have sat down and waited a year. That'd have helped him. He missed the whole offseason.
Hey, Rand, I just I'm gonna have to mute. Just you know what, Rand, just I would just say mute, but when you're ready to talk, just unmute.
Okay. Got you.
That'll fix it. Yeah. All right, cool.
So
So
But
they
when you
they
ready to talk,
definitely trying to
just
hunt.
unmute. Just unmute, Rand, when you want to chime in.
Okay.
Okay.
They
What's up,
hunting
Pat?
for him, so they like where he goes. I'm not sure, but man, that guy, that Buff and Prime, and they just
Yeah.
broke down some film on Commodity too, and they showed a lot of inconsistencies with Commodities, and they was being fair. To me, Buff and Prime, they're pretty fair about showing the good, the bad, and the ugly of a player. On it don't matter who the player is, so they're not
Mhm.
being biased on that. But
Yeah.
yeah, but they when they was showing the breakdown of that guy Jamel, I'm sorry, I want to say Jeremy. Man,
hmm Yeah, he comes
dude
from the
was
perspective of he used to be a defensive back in college. So
yeah,
his
yeah.
mind, he looks at the game through a defensive back's goggles. So
Man, T. Cal should be
the way he
coaching
broke that
somewhere.
kid down was amazing.
junior college guy, DB.
Yeah,
Yep.
T.
Yeah,
Cal should be coaching somewhere.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
had a
you're right.
conversation with him.
He
I told
righteous.
him he should, bro. Like, cause
Yeah.
his whole outlook on the game is different than somebody who's just casually watching or somebody who think they know what's going on and don't really know what's going on.
Right.
Look, man,
It's like
this is
everybody talking about what's his name. Talking
this
about
is
Keaton
just
getting
look. Wherever Kamani go, if he don't get rid of those bad habits he had to see you, it ain't gonna matter where he go.
That's
right.
true too.
He doing the
But
same
we
thing
don't
that
Only
know.
Buffett
time
doing.
will
That's the
tell
thing. We
though.
don't know if he had real bad habits outside of Prime saying that he missed the meeting and what else? Like,
He don't
It's just
film
like he
and
was
film.
there and then he
He
just
don't
fell
study
off.
film.
I remember
oh
Can I
yeah,
say
and the
everybody
But
was
study
but
of
pulling
film.
Cormani and then
But
everything
like,
just
how do
fell
we
off.
know? How do we know that he didn't change that habit and start studying film? Like,
well,
Wait
I
a
just
minute.
time will
don't. I
tell.
just
Because he
don't
wasn't
want
on
to
the field.
speculate on it,
Y'all
bro,
see
because that's
this?
not a good thing.
Y'all see this comment? Rumors of
Rumor.
Kamani going to USC.
Hey, he
Man,
might.
you
Yeah, I
remember I
seen
jumped
that.
out the window last year? He should go to USC on y'all. Damn. Let me find out.
If you
Oh,
don't change
Kamani
that,
going home, man.
Anybody go get him. But I think since y'all saying CU reached out to that
Thank you,
guy
Slap.
from junior college, I heard he said Liberty. He said Liberty was looking at him, and
Yeah,
CU wasn't
Liberty
looking
and Toledo.
in Toledo. And if CU started like really, oh yeah, Cormani for sure gone. He gonna go
Oh
because he
yeah,
want to play
he
now. But
gone.
like,
But they
he
signed
not
this
gonna
guy
play
that
now.
they signed that guy Wemby or whatever his name is. They saying he's the second coming to Travis Hunter.
Who's Wimby? The other, the freshman, the two-way freshman they talking about, the new one.
No, the guy that Buffton Prime was talking about.
Yeah, he
Oh,
said nobody on the team make plays like him.
oh right, yeah, he not like yeah. Him and
But
Travis
he
make
only
the same
got
kind of
1 year
plays.
left though.
Yeah, he got a
Yeah,
fucking
I
left.
think 1 year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, might
So
Yeah,
should
but
have
it's
that
stayed in
gives Prime
politics,
enough
man.
time to develop guys like that Lopez guy, that guy.
Thank you, 23. He said that guys, the truth will
Then
come out. Thank you.
Booze or whatever his name is.
So is
Right.
Kamani scared of competition?
I
Can
think
I
he
I
say
is.
don't
something?
know.
You know what I
Time will
saw the
tell, though.
I saw a kid, right? Now I could be perfectly wrong. This kid was so talented where he was, right? That everything came easy to him, right? He was handed a lot of stuff, right? So when he got to a point where everything was even, then all of the stuff that he he didn't learn in high school and
Fact,
it showed up,
fact,
you know, and that's all that happened. You know, somebody should have been there to say, just put your head down and work on the
fact,
field, off the field. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he's a talented kid, man, but you know, he has some stuff to learn, and he wasn't patient enough. In you know, my opinion, you
fact.
know, the 5-star stuff, you know, is probably still up his head. You know,
Well, his name
He
is
got
still
time.
relevant right now, where he's gonna land somewhere, and
Right.
hopefully he'll prove us all wrong. I
I,
always
I
wanted.
want to see where he land at, Warren.
I think he's going back to Florida, wherever it's
You
gonna
think
be.
he's going back to
Florida.
Florida?
I would
Okay.
like to. I would like to see him at UCF.
I
UCF.
would love him. I love to see him prove Coach Prime wrong.
I like to see a D lineman come in his place.
I mean, like, can he prove Prime wrong?
I want to
Man,
see
but
him go to. I want to
man,
see
I
him go to
think we need to
USC
replace
on
him in
y'all.
that secondary.
We need some
Yeah,
more linemen.
UFC.
You heard me,
You
Warren?
said
USC
USC?
on y'all.
I say all everybody who hit the portal.
I want him to
Everybody
go
been
to
on spring
USC
game.
and win the Thorpe Award. I want him to win the Thorpe now. Eventually in his
Oh
career, he gonna
man,
win the Thorpe. He gonna win the
Oh,
Thorpe Award on him.
I'll
How
give him a
about
year
that?
or two. I'll give him a
yeah,
year
That
or
would
two.
that
prove
was
that
my.
would prove Coach Prime wrong.
Well,
That
he
would
No,
changed.
no,
prove him
no. It's
wrong.
not about
I
proving
wouldn't.
Coach
Yeah,
Ron. No,
yeah,
hold on.
we'll
It's
do
not
it.
about proving Coach Prime wrong. I just want the kid to do well. That's all. It's not. I mean, Coach Prime don't. He don't have nothing to do with this. The kid
Right.
made the decision on his own. You know, the transfer. It's not Coach Prime. Like, I don't want it to be like they prove Coach Prime wrong. Like, I just want him to do well.
He need to
I
prove.
want the
Yep.
kid to win the Thor.
Max. I just don't see a better
He got to
place for
practice.
anybody to be at other than with Prime.
Right.
I just can't see it. I can't
I
see it.
disagree.
I
I
I
yeah,
I
disagree.
but you
see
know,
I
I'm sorry.
see
Go
He
the
ahead.
need to start
best of the
practicing.
best of every position going to Prime. The best of the best. He could give you all the exposure.
Glenn, you
That
reaching, bro.
I'm not
Yeah,
reaching,
you.
bro. I'm
Xavier.
not reaching,
Yeah, you
man. I'm
reaching,
not
bro.
reaching.
Hey, nah,
Why would you say?
Xavier Weaver,
Well, okay. Let me
Xavier
ask you a
Weaver, a
question.
little pro
Why
Alex
am I
day.
Madison
reaching?
said that.
Why would I say
Because
I'm reaching?
Well,
because
this
he
is the reason
just
why I
he's
think you're
trying to
reaching.
get that
Yeah.
program established. They're not even established yet. So for you to say
Exactly.
that basically all the elite talent needs to go to Coach Prime, like
Yes.
that's
Yes.
that's a reach, bro.
They
So
got to
this
get
Yeah.
the
is why I
bag
think
They
you're
too.
got to get
reaching.
established
They
first.
need the bag too.
Well,
You know.
this is
That too,
well.
Max.
So well,
But they're
let
gonna
me
get
give
the
you my
bag. They're
opinion.
gonna
While
get
you
the bag back. They're gonna get the bag
But they got
eventually.
to
well
win
this
first, though.
But they're gonna be the
but
best
this
of
is
the best if they
You know, they about to win
attract
now.
all of the talent to Colorado. If they attract all the talent to Colorado, they're gonna get the bag eventually.
No,
Uh,
this
that,
Man, the
this
it
cookie
there's
takes
about to
other.
go
years
crazy
to
next
do
year.
that. It
I'm
takes a
telling
long
you.
time to do that, to develop your squad to where
Traditionally,
you're a prominent player.
traditionally,
It takes a while.
traditionally.
Well, we're only in
this is
year
not
two.
the.
We're only in year
This is
two.
not.
Oh,
But
go
I
we're
ahead.
think you're
looking at
reaching
it from a
because there.
traditional. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, man.
Go ahead, Warren.
Yeah, I think you're reaching because there are other coaches now. For granted, there is Prime is a gold jacket, but not everybody can be coached by Prime. They may need other people to coach
Exactly.
them. And,
I
and
agree
and
with
that
that.
don't
He's
I'm not trying to take no discredit from Prime. I mean, yeah, he's a gold jacket, but just like I'm not a good fit for being an engineer where I don't know nothing. I may not be a good fit for a particular company. I go somewhere else and strive and grow.
Hmm.
Great
You know,
analogy.
But
Well,
but
what
if you're
about the
if you're playing football, you're playing football. You're playing football.
but
You, you're playing
but it's the
football.
point still.
Mhm.
what
You're
about the
playing football.
Okay. Yes, we're playing football. I get what you're saying. We all do. You know what I'm saying? But see, Carmani, Prime ain't gonna look. Prime ain't gonna hold your hand the whole way. He gonna
Hey,
tell you. He gonna keep sharpening. Go ahead, Max.
no, keep going, Thomas. Let me just read this real quick. Big D 23 said, "I want the kid to do well, and maybe it was not a good fit at CU," and I agree with that. Maybe it just wasn't a good fit, but he'll excel somewhere else. I want the kid to do. I know he's gonna do well. I already know that. I already know wherever he go, he's gonna get playing time, and he's gonna kill it. I know it. Look how in
Max,
shape
is he a
he's in.
first round pick?
Look how ripped up he is. That means
Not right now.
I
Max, is
don't.
he a
It
first
ain't too
round
many
pick when it's
players.
all said and done?
Listen, it ain't too many players on the team as ripped up as he is. That means
see,
he is putting in the work for him to be ripped up like that. So
Let me
he
ask
is
you this,
putting in the
Mac.
work. I hope
Let me
he
ask you
do.
this, Mac.
I know he's going to do well wherever he goes.
man,
Um, Colorado is not the end all be all. There's other schools out there for him to excel in.
Facts,
And this is no knock on Coach
facts.
Prime.
Okay.
This is
I think I
this was a
go ahead.
decision that he made. He decided to make a decision on his own and go somewhere else, and that's all right.
too much
Keep up.
competition.
You gotta
But
keep
thank
up.
you for that comment, Big D 23. Thank you.
Yeah, it's college, Carmine. You got to keep up. Like I said, I mean, I get it. This is I love y'all.
But
Him not practicing when those guys came in. I was hoping for the best. When DJ and them came in, and everybody was bugging out, talking about where's Cormani 2 months ago. I wondered. I did wonder, and I was just like, man, I get everybody, but like, if you want to be coached by somebody, you got to be at practice. And like, I just hope
Too
he just
much,
really don't waste his talent, man, and really get out there
yeah,
and put in the work,
like
man, and play.
competition.
Don't let the comp get to you, man. You are the comp. If you know what I'm saying, you out there,
Hey,
you
let
in
me tell
college,
you
man.
this, Thomas. I was at a
Down
job,
and
right,
not be
where I didn't
and
even
just
want to be there
a
no more.
grind.
I was at a job where I didn't even want to be there no more. I just walked out. I didn't even want to be there no more. It wasn't a good fit, and I forced the issue,
yeah.
and it just wasn't a good fit. But guess what? One door closes, another one opens. That's how the universe works.
Right.
So this door closed. He closed this door. Another one is getting ready to open for him, and he's going. And trust me, he's going to excel. I know that he's going to excel.
But not everybody in that portal is a commodity. So I just
Right.
want I'm putting a disclaimer out there. That portal it can be a good thing, but it also can be something that can shut doors on you too.
Yeah,
It's a
look
lot
at
Hmm.
of
Willie
people that went
Gaines.
into the portal.
Right.
Look at Willie Gaines and
Right.
Tavares Dawson. They're stuck in the portal.
No, they just entered the portal. Tavares just entered today.
Yeah, they had to wait for it to reopen.
Yeah, they had to
Oh,
wait. Yeah, they actually had to wait because we knew
But
like Tavares was going in, but he just entered today. He's not going to be
wow.
stuck. He's not going to
It's,
be stuck.
it's gonna be more. Prime about to look. Prime about to cut some of these guys, man.
I mean, well, okay,
yo,
so
He
Max,
probably
Yep,
maybe
cut
they,
some people
but
to
look
bring in
at
I
some
Willie
believe
high
that too.
schoolers.
Gaines. Willie Gaines is stuck in the portal.
Is
That's
he
Willie
really?
Gaines.
I don't know the
No,
status on
no,
him.
Max, he is because he had the UMass offer and he didn't want to go there. And now look,
Hey,
Did
see,
he
nobody
say he
else
didn't want to
offered him.
go there?
No,
hey,
from my understanding, no, he didn't want to go to UMass.
they
He
found
said it.
somebody.
He said he wasn't going there.
I
He might have
didn't
another
hear.
offer somewhere.
So allegedly, let me say that.
Yeah,
No,
probably
I'm
But
just
I
did.
saying.
can't.
I'm just saying. Maybe you heard it. I didn't hear it.
Oh no,
That's
I
what I was
didn't.
asking.
Jack.
Yeah, I heard this.
Oh,
They
okay.
probably did offer him and then pulled it when they got somebody else.
Yeah, he did say that. He liked to thank UMass for giving him an offer. He said that on Twitter.
But back to
Look,
Kamani. Back to Kamani. I
Kamani ain't no
guarantee
end,
you.
man.
I
Look,
guarantee you this. I guarantee
off
you this. I
Cormani.
guarantee you this. I guarantee you this. The reason why Kamani is in the portal,
Uh-huh.
it,
Oh god.
those reasons will resurface later on. That's why I put it in the chat. He will be on Flemlo.
He'll be on what?
Flemlo.
What is
Flimlo?
that?
What's
You
that?
speaking
Flemlo
German?
is a no. I'm not
YouTube
speaking
guy.
German, bro. The YouTube guy that talk about like that people had
Oh,
promising careers and they failed. He will be on Flemlo. I
why
Okay,
guarantee
does he
you.
yeah.
gotta
What?
fail?
Bro,
But why
why are
does he
you
have to
bashing
fail
him?
because he's not with Coach Prime? That's not a good look for you to say that, man.
Because I'm telling you, the
Remember,
reason
this is
why.
a kid you
See,
talking
here we
about. This
go.
is this is a
I
young man
know,
These
really
man.
guys a
I
growing
clown,
around.
know.
Max.
This
Remember
is a
Randy
we're
Moss
not
went to
gonna.
jail.
This is a young
This
man here we
guy's a
talking about.
clown, Max. He
This
bashing a
this guy
kid.
he's
I'm
old
not a
enough to be our
clown,
kids,
bro.
man.
Yes, you
Yo,
are.
I have kids his
I
age.
don't
Okay,
give a
listen.
damn what you got. You just got on in front of thousands of people and bashed the kid, bro.
No.
Thousands.
No. We need structure. We need structure. We need
I know
structure.
Bro,
you don't
Look, we
have
We
can't
need
what do
we
you
can't
discipline.
mean?
look, we don't know what life
But
lessons
I
Hey,
teach
understand.
Kamani,
Kamani
if you
and
You
what he
listening
don't
to
gotta
know
me,
what
you
learn.
be
his life
laughing. He probably
entails,
somewhere laughing
Right,
as he
bro.
straight
listening.
I'm
up.
not laughing at
But
all,
but
I'm
bro.
but
saying Kamani's laughing. If he
No,
but
He
I
listening.
is. He's
understand
not
your
I
point.
know he's
I
laughing.
understand your point, but that still
thank
remains to
you.
be seen.
Right.
I understand his point because
I
there are players that was talent and end up their careers just didn't go to the next level for whatever reason. So they end up being on the what's the name of that show again? I didn't seen the show, so I
That's like
yeah,
90%.
yeah,
That's like
yeah.
90% of the look, man. That's like 90. Everybody don't
bro.
go to the NFL. Like everybody don't go like to the
Everybody
NBA.
doesn't.
Right,
Yeah, that's a
But I
number.
don't
but
get it.
I
But we
understand.
talking
I,
something else.
But I don't think he meant it in a way to bash him. I think he just saying
I'm
if
not.
Bro, so
I'm not.
bro,
it's
he
something
said
that
it, not
Kamani needs
us,
to
bro. Pick and
change.
choose your words before you get up here on a panel in front of thousands of people and say something blasphemy
Listen,
like that.
listen. I hope Kamani is listening to me right now because, like, I think Coach Prime, not Coach Prime, but Deion Sanders is a father first, and he wants for all of his
Yeah, he's
team
not his
to
father
to
though. He's not his
no,
father. He's his son, man.
but
Look,
yo, bro,
we don't even be going to all of this
Big
okay,
narrative.
I'm gonna
D23
go.
think
Let
he
me just
sent
go
his
back for a
guy a
second.
date and he be gone by Friday
Yeah,
in Florida.
Let me
yeah.
go
But
back for a second.
Cormani
Let
be
me go back
fine,
for a
yo.
second.
Look, look.
We'll see you say by Friday.
When
We
He'll be picked up quickly.
okay,
Cormani
Thank
fine.
you,
fine.
This is a life lesson for
23.
Cormani. Look, man, we all grow in life, and sometimes we meet people in life, and that doesn't mean that we'll never meet him again. And to act like, even if that was Prime's position in his life as that kind of figure, this
Hmm.
him leaving to another school would not remove Prime from still having that relationship with Cormani. So let's stop there. And
No,
for
okay, go
two,
ahead.
Carmini's gonna be fine, man. And like life again. Many players from Cam Newton to Randy Moss to so on and so forth, etc., all have
Facts.
the first few year problems and still make it. So we wish Carmine success and well wishes on his journey. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
I
Because
agree. I agree.
he
I
will be
agree.
forged. He's being forged, and let him go through what he got to go through. Nothing wrong. Like Max said it best 5 minutes ago. Ain't nothing wrong when you taking your journey. So when you start looking at things like that, I feel Max. I think the same because when you look at it at the end of the day, it always works out for the best. So was it really
Not for
something wrong
everybody.
with?
Not for
Well,
everybody.
no. Most of the even it might take longer for others than most. Again, see, in that mindset of thinking that things are working against you is what I kind of agree with the vibes. You feel me? So let's not. I don't want
No,
to put
talk to me.
that
Talk
on
to me.
people,
No, talk to me.
or
Real talk.
just to pit that on people, or to say like what people can and can't do. Like I'd rather give them more, you know, ignition towards success than a limit towards failure. So, we like to keep the vibes on that kind of look. You feel me? I get what you saying, but that's not really, we can't know. When you look back at this again in 10 years, you might edit yourself a little more than what you would have if you would have kind of looked at it. Maybe a little bit different from what we
I
all
would
really trying to
love to
say.
be wrong. I would love to be wrong.
I
I
just
would
Well,
hope.
love.
let's not
I
try to
don't
be too quick with it
understand
though.
that. So, never mind.
I just
Yeah,
hope
man, we don't know what's
he
gonna
Why
gets
happen.
with the
even
coach.
make the comment if you hope you was gonna be wrong, bro? Like,
I,
Yeah,
it just don't
let's
make
not.
no,
sense to me.
the point I'm making is the trajectory based on Coach Bryant and what he believed in. Right? I don't know Deion Sanders. I don't know
Yeah,
Cormani Mclain. I don't know
right.
them. I don't know them. But I understand the environment that we live in. Like I don't want to say it because like I might get like kicked off because I'm talking about the black culture,
Bro,
the
what does
culture of
that
black
have to
people.
do with
But see, that's
football,
but
bro?
that but
Okay,
if
I'm
you
gonna tell
going off
you. I'm
that
gonna
stat though,
tell
hold
you.
on, wait, hold on. Let me kill that noise too, because even off that stat
Yeah, go with
alone,
that.
that's
Go with that.
that's
Go with
that's
that.
a floss because that stat has been found to be ill in fact because there's actually more brothers in the home as fathers than most ethnic groups. If you want to get into that,
Let's go
that
with
was
that.
a that was a that's
Like, can we
again
talk
that's a
about this without me getting kicked off?
No,
we
Because
get
like
what
I
you're
don't want
trying
to
to
talk
say.
no,
about
cause
nothing.
Prime,
I don't
we get
even
I
what you're
didn't
think
trying to
bring
race
this
say.
has
about.
nothing to do with
I
Well,
didn't
sports,
bring
it's
this
not.
bro.
up.
It's not
Can
the
we just
intro
I,
steer this
for
conversation?
Cormani.
Hold
Yeah.
up, Thomas.
Go ahead,
Thomas,
Will.
hold on,
I
Thomas,
didn't
hold on.
bring
Let's
this
stick
up.
to
Can we
let's
just
stick to
can we just take
football.
race out of sports, bro? Because race has nothing to do with sports. Nothing.
Yeah, not this
Mm,
topic. Yeah, let's just keep it
Yeah,
out.
I guess
Yeah.
I get all that. We are prime ain't gonna never lose that. Was he involved with everybody, pros, veterans, players, teammates. You just seen Steve Mariucci telling everybody prime showed him how to dance. So it's
Now,
like
now,
Okay.
since she
it's
brought that
legacy.
up, since she brought that up, right? That's the only thing that I think that I wish that Kamadi would have stayed because the connections and the network to me Prime has is out of the pot is just out of this world. Not to
Yeah,
say that
that's
there's
true,
no
man.
other coaches that do, but
I
he got his
I agree with that.
he got the ears of a lot of people, even if Kamadi uh, even if Kamani stayed, he got the ears of a lot of people that he can say, you know what, give him a shot over here. Let him come and work out for you. Won't you come and check him out right quick? You know what I'm saying? But that's the benefit of going to CU, if you ask me. Even
Mhm.
if, especially for players that are not as talented as Kamani, but show a lot of heart and grit and everything else. They just need somebody to look at them and look their way. Coach Prime can get you that interview or get you at least get you in that door. You know what I mean?
But
Hmm.
That's
remember,
my
he got 5 out of the 9 to get invited.
I don't
He
know who
looks
am I who's speaking right now.
that's
Who's
amazing.
this speaking?
Thomas.
Well, now
Okay.
the brother that was speaking earlier about the invites was who was that speaking?
Can I ask you a question though? Like I know
That's
y'all don't
Warren.
want to talk about this, but it's like the elephant in the room for me. Is
Mm.
that how many people on a commodity level has their mothers speaking on their behalf
Oh my.
versus their father? You know what I mean? I
A
have to go
We
back
lot,
to
we
that.
gonna
bro.
we
What
gonna
are you
I
move
just,
talking
we
Yeah,
gonna
about?
you know,
move we're gonna move off
we
that.
can move. We can move.
Yeah,
We can
yeah,
move.
and
We can
like
yeah,
move.
we're not
yeah,
bringing his mother up, man.
yeah. See,
No,
you
no, no.
getting
I'm
too
not dissing her
personal
mother.
with
I'm
people's
not dissing his mother because
households.
mother. I have a mother. I have a mother. So like, we're not dissing his mother. But all
Look.
I'm saying
No, yeah,
is,
Yo,
we're not
yo,
dissing her, but I just don't want to talk about that.
yeah, I as well, yo.
okay,
Please,
You
I
never
feel
you
you,
never
Mac.
know
I
who's
feel you,
listening.
Mac. I feel you, Mac. I feel
pa-
you on that.
pa-
But I
but
think
no, it was
Kamani
just
most
saw
this man
Kamani
trolling.
mother saw something in Prime that her son needed, and that's why she helped him decide to come to Colorado. And now he's getting away from that. That's all I'm saying.
right. Well. I mean, initially, things could change.
Initially, she
Over.
Yeah.
I
said
mean,
that.
things can change. So don't. It shouldn't be an absolute to everything. we change. People change. Our thought process changed. He
Right,
probably
right.
so he probably initially that probably what was going into it, but
Hmm.
then once getting there, it was more. He needed a different way of handling. He needed a different channel, or he wanted to go in a different direction.
Hmm.
Initially, yeah, that was cool, but he changed his mind for whatever reason. Whatever
Right,
happened,
right.
it caused a change where he had to make a decision to do something different.
Right.
It, whatever created that decision,
Let me
that's
ask you a
on
question.
him. I wish
Typical
him
prime.
well, and
Did
and his
Prime, did
mother.
Prime, go
His
ahead, go ahead, I'm
mother,
sorry.
his mother, and his sister is going to support him and have his back
Hmm.
100%,
Hmm.
right, wrong, or indifferent. Period.
Right.
Hmm.
It's
Did
typical
his,
freshman,
did,
bro.
did,
He did a
did
typical
his
freshman move.
expectation change? Did his expectation change, or did Prime expectation change?
Prime expected it because this is what Prime looks for.
I'm asking you,
Those when
did
his. I'm
his
telling you. I'm
expectation
telling you.
change?
I'm telling
Okay,
you right
talk to me.
now. I'm telling you.
Talk to me.
This is
Talk to me. I'm
Prime
listening.
expected. Prime expects freshmen to have that rough year to go through the college system, to go through a college team, to learn what it's like to be in college, and then really get that first pace of the speed of it. And then the second year in college, when they hop in the portal, he wants those guys because now those guys come in ready to take on college, athleticism or being an athlete in college, right? So
Hmm.
yes, Prime already knows, and I'm pretty sure Prime knew how he came in really late and he was really behind, and he really didn't get the work in like everybody else. And then you got that politic, and then you got people who are upperclassmen and underclassmen. So yeah, his he probably Prime expected it because he expected 15 players to hit the portal, and he hasn't been practicing for like 3 months with the team, or 2 months with the team. So I'm pretty sure Prime expected him to hit the portal. And so yeah, Carmani didn't expect it. Of course not. He expected to come in here and play and go through a regular freshman year. But
You
again,
missed.
sometimes freshmen don't do that when they come into college. They go through this kind of stuff and they transfer
So
or they
who
sit out.
expectations changed?
No one's probably except Carmani's.
Commodity expectations changed, right? Is that what
Well, you
you're
got to look
saying?
at
You're
it like
saying I'm asking
Because
you a
he probably
question.
wanted to
Did
come in, yeah.
Commodity
Because he probably wanted to come in and have a like if
so
he would have got to come in the off
so
season and play a
so
whole
you
off
got
But
season
you
so
and
you
know
get
got to
that
what though,
ring,
understand
y'all?
that
You know
then
what?
he didn't
I'm
really
s-
look, man. Carmani gonna
Coach
come into
Coach Prime
this
Coach
next
Prime
team
is
and
running a
have the same
business.
he about to wait.
College
Wait. Look,
college is a
Yeah,
Carmani,
yeah.
business.
Finish that point. Yo,
Carmani
bro,
Good.
about to
finish that point.
Carmani about to come in. Carmani about to come into the next college and still do the same thing because he's missed the whole off season and he's not going to be able to have big expectations
Yeah,
that
I
he
think
wanted
so
to
too,
have. So he's
Thomas.
Yep.
gonna
I
have to
think he's gonna
Yep.
get buried in on somebody's depth chart
Yep.
because
he's
of
gonna have
this.
to change all his because what can he expect now? He can't even expect to be on a roster tomorrow.
Exactly. Who fault is
So
that?
that's Carmani's fault because you
Right.
made the decision.
And
As
Now,
Prime told you,
and
the
the
now,
decision got
now,
people
out.
who is guiding him.
Yeah, whoever's guiding him,
now,
you can't blame that. Look,
now.
man, you can't blame nothing on Prime. And like again, if you really
Exactly.
want to look at it,
Facts.
No, but at the end of the day,
Love it.
he's a grown man. You could have you could have Louis Farrakhan guiding you. At the end of the day, you're gonna make your own decision.
you
I don't
might
give a
walk with
damn
G,
who's
you
Right.
guiding
walk
you.
with
I don't know
Buddha, you
about
can
that,
walk with
bro.
whoever, and still take the wrong way and fall off a cliff. Hey man, like I said,
So
we
who
all do
fault?
our own self journey. It's actually again, it's nobody's fault. Like to even put that out there as it's a
Right?
fault at play.
Just a decision that he made.
Right.
Not even just saying fault. Not even just
You keep
saying
saying who
fault.
fault it
But
is.
I'm saying though,
I ain't wanna
Kamani
Well,
didn't
I
live
just
up to Coach Prime
and Glenn, I just
expectation.
feel like you trying to push the
yeah.
narrative
Listen,
like
this
Cormani is
this
a
this
bad
what
guy
happened.
for hitting the portal.
No, no, I'm just
And
saying
that's
like
not the
Kamani is a
case.
young man trying to find his way, and maybe he don't have the right people around him to support him to
I'm
make
not
the
gonna say that.
best
No,
Yeah, you
decision
slander.
for
I
Look,
wouldn't
himself.
say the
we
right
not
No,
you
people.
didn't
no,
you
Max.
slandering
That's
other
my
people's.
assumption. That's
Max.
my
Nah,
But
assumption.
man, nah. We're not
That's
gonna
But
my
listen
listen,
to that.
assumption.
listen.
whatever
Carmani came in
whatever the
behind.
case is, it is the.
This is
Go ahead,
assumption.
bro. You saying it.
No, that's
Saying
just my
that ain't true.
assumption.
But Carmani came in up behind, and from what I see, just never caught up. And
Mm, mm, facts.
You know what I'm saying? He never
Fact.
caught,
That's fact.
and he's thinking now if he resets things to get better. But I don't think he is even realizing that the next program you're gonna be behind them again.
Exactly. Facts.
You got to get
It's
acclimated to
last
your
Facts.
year all
old
over.
classes. Play
Facts.
Well, see, the difference, but the
also.
difference is the difference is
I
the
want.
difference
Okay,
is
talk that.
you don't have you don't the difference is you don't have the camera in you don't have the camera. You're not on a 24/7 watch of the camera. He could put his head down and do this or get chastised without it being on social media
You still
Yeah.
or
behind though.
blasting on social
Who
media.
knows? That,
He
that
may
might
still be
Oh
it might
wow.
still
behind.
get it's
It
still
may be
gonna get
still
blasted.
behind and
He got
oh
200,000
well,
That's
followers.
not, no. No. If he's in the camera, he's winning because he's trying to be a NFL player. So
But
that works in
you
his
not
don't
not
flavor.
really
But if
not
he's
But you
not,
could
not,
also
bragging,
not
be
need the
on the
camera
camera for
if you're
wrong reasons,
like
though,
that.
Glenn.
It'd be better because he know what college is now. That's about it. All this camera stuff, he ain't. I don't think he tripping. He always been
Nah,
on cameras.
nah.
and going back to
None of these
Florida,
kids.
being around family. You hear
That's
me
right.
out. Going back to Florida
Yeah,
and being around family and having them
gonna
in
help.
your ear, as opposed to being away from family and having to do it on the phone. You get a. It's sometimes that I'm not saying I want the best for Kamani. Period. So going home may be the best
so do
thing
I.
for
So do
him.
I. So do I. I
It
don't
might
think
not
so.
even been his family. It might be
I
all his
don't think so.
decision, man. Like
I
why
don't think
why I
so.
gotta
You know
be?
what could be the
He's a
difference,
young
y'all?
man.
For
Go ahead,
him
Ryan. Talk to me.
playing in the game, looking up in the stands, and actually seeing family,
Mm.
actually seeing his mom.
Right.
That could be
Families
the
having that
whole
support,
Well,
difference.
well,
whatever that
well, we
might
can't
be.
really.
You know what I'm saying?
Ryan, that's not 100% true because his mom and his sister lived out there in Colorado.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they
Me
was
either.
in Florida.
No,
Oh
they
yeah,
So
actually
they
Columbia
was
was
out there
lived in
with them.
Colorado. They
Yeah,
had a
out there. We're
house.
out there with
They
them.
had a home in
But yo,
Colorado.
Oh
most
well,
people want
then
to get
that
out of.
takes all
Most
that off
people
the
want to.
table. Then
Most
hey,
people want
whatever
to get
that
out
takes
of
you.
the hood.
So
Most people want to get
mama
out of the hood.
may be ready to go.
nah. See
I'm
now
I
dying
don't
to
know
you
see
just
now.
trying to you reaching for the stars now. You really trying to find the cloth.
her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yo, I just hope the young man does well.
He gonna
Number
be
one,
great, man.
I hope he does well, but it's an uphill battle for him now. I'm thinking he's lower than he thought he was before with Colorado because like he was a freshman last year, and like he had like years to grow under that system and see he was in a position to see other people
Not even a full year. He hasn't been there a
move
full year.
forward. Okay,
He
he
hasn't been
I
had
there a
think he
full
got
year.
coached though.
but he was in the position to see other people move forward and then to learn from those people that move forward and then he can follow those same footsteps. But he just jumped out and go to what? Where he going? Where is he going? That these
He
people are
probably
not
didn't want to live.
like okay, yeah, you jumped out, you jumped in the
Hey,
portal, but why did you jump in the portal?
The lease
Why?
was up. The lease was
hey,
up. That's
Glenn, give
why.
Eh,
me a second.
He
Glenn, give
said
me
the
a
lease
second.
was up.
Hey,
Oh,
give me a second. Big D, thank you for the 50. I appreciate it. Let me read this comment because he donated. Let me read this. He said, guys, I believe there was favoritism in the team, and he saw that and believed since he was a 5-star recruit and had nobody to support him and felt left out and could not catch up with the skills and talent, he was not he was not dedicated to play and studies. Thank you, Big D 23 for the assessment there. That could be it too.
wow.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Cause
thank you
prime,
for the
yo,
donation.
yo, everybody,
Thank you
it's
for the
competition.
donation.
yeah, prime foot was bad last year, so he couldn't get
You
out
got to
there. Really,
compete, man. You got to
he
compete
couldn't.
on the highest level.
But nah. But look. If you really think about it, like just think about last year's coaching staff and how prime was in his condition. Like they wasn't getting prime this year. Last year, I could kind of feel it. But if he would just been patient enough just to hold on to this, but then he wasn't around to even get coached. So that's why
Yeah.
I'm like, it was something else
So,
way
Hey,
before all this.
Glenn.
so Kevin
Yo,
Matthews.
talk.
Glenn, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What do you think about the other players that hit the portal? Why do you like? For example, let me give you Savion Washington. He only has this year left. Don't you think
Mhm.
he want to go somewhere and play?
But see, the performance is going to be the same. If you're not in a position where you think you can grow as a player, then yeah, go somewhere else. You're going to play a lot, but your numbers are going to still be your numbers.
But
You know what I mean?
hey,
I would rather
hey,
if I was Sabian Washington, right? Like I'm going to increase my numbers at Colorado because the light is on me. The
hey,
light is on me.
hey,
Like he
Glenn, you
want to
could
just
say
go
that. You
like
could say that for somebody that didn't have a draft grade, but Savion Washington, he actually had a draft grade prior to coming to Colorado, and
okay,
it actually wasn't a bad draft grade. It was a
okay.
fairly decent one.
hmm
So,
We lost a
I
good
mean,
player.
I just was letting you know that
Like
because I didn't know if you was aware or not.
if you are that guy, you're going to be that guy no matter where you are to go to the NFL.
Correct, correct.
To go to the NFL, you're going to be
True.
that guy no matter where you are. And you at Colorado with all this lights on you, and you're going to go run and go hide, and then hopefully, like you sneak into the NFL. Come on, bro. That don't make
No, man.
sense.
It's
That's all I'm
competition.
That
You
saying.
understand?
that
Listen,
doesn't make sense. I think
listen.
these guys. I
It's
think these
competition.
guys. Listen. I think these guys are out for these NIL deals that's going to pay them just because they came from Colorado and diminish the reputation of Coach Bryant. These people are not guaranteeing them to go into the NFL. They are just putting a light on them because they came from Coach Bryant. They are not. They are not going to be highly selected to go to the NFL because they went somewhere else. They are highly the only light that they have that they came from Coach Bryant. That's it.
Let me ask y'all a
Before
question.
that, nobody knew them.
Let me ask y'all a question.
No. Savion Wilkinson is a good football player. I just don't
Talk to
think
me.
he
No,
Good,
was.
that's
good, good,
Well,
good.
so hear me out. I think I'm sorry.
Wait,
I
not
believe
Wilkerson. Hey, bro, not Wilkerson.
no,
no.
Washington,
not
Washington, yeah.
because
Washington. I'm
Wilkerson is
sorry.
the
I'm
running
sorry.
back.
Thank you.
Oh, okay,
Okay,
my
okay.
You're
bad,
I
my
right. You're
just
bad,
right.
wanted to
You're
be
right.
clear.
my bad.
My
Go ahead, talk.
Washington. Thank you, bro. Thank you for correcting me. Washington does not fit the culture that Prime is building. Not everybody is built for Prime's culture.
What is
We're
prime
looking
culture?
from that. I mean,
What is his
he
culture?
gets
What is his culture?
I
he
think he
gets
means his
all the
style of coaching, Glenn.
Okay,
Let me ask y'all a
okay,
question,
okay.
real quick.
the culture where everything, not only is the light gonna be shined on it, but it's gonna show your flaws and everything. And not everybody's built for that. Not
Okay.
this people.
So
Some
is
people just
everybody
want
that's
to.
built for
Some
that?
people.
Is
Hold on.
everybody?
Hold.
Okay,
Let me
okay,
finish. Let
okay.
me
Go ahead.
finish.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Some people
Okay.
just want to go in and do their job and go home and go home to their family. That's just the
hmm
way it is. Not everybody wants to be in the front. Some people just want to do sit in the back, do what
Where
they
you at?
come to do, punch in the clock and punch out. Not everybody likes the spotlight, and not everybody may be a fit for that type of culture because the spotlight is on everybody.
Right. Facts.
The
Facts.
coaches,
Prime culture.
the lunchroom, everything, and they may not, it may not be comfortable for them. It may not be something that they enjoy being around. They might
But
just
that's
want to
not.
just go play
Prime
football. I just want to
But
go
that's
play
not.
football and learn how to be developed.
prime culture
And
is smart, fast, disciplined with character. If you can't meet
Facts.
yes,
those
sir.
requirements,
Don't
that's the
forget the
tradition.
tough.
And tough, there you go.
Who's saying
So
that? Who's saying that? I love that. I
that's
love it.
if you ain't caught up this,
If
people
you
keep
ain't
asking
that,
questions that's been answered for 10,
Let,
10 minutes.
let me ask y'all a question. All right. Because everything
And then
is out. All right. Because everything is out, because he shows everything, right? And he's getting like the popularity thing. I'm talking about Coach on Prime. How many of y'all think that they don't want to see him succeed to the point where they are starting to poach his kids? Like they will give them money, give the kids money, or give them a opportunity or whatever to get these kids off these rosters, so he could fail.
Oh yeah, they've been doing that
Well,
with
that's
Travis
been
the whole
that.
time. You
I'm
think they not
saying,
poaching
I'm saying,
I
Travis
but
still?
mean, see,
You think they not
so the
poaching
question is how
Seaton
how
still? Come on, man.
how much of that is happening? You
A
think?
lot more than you think.
Yeah,
Man, you think they not? They already been saying they still hitting Travis up. Come play for us, man. Travis been there 3 years, 4 years, about to be. Man, come on, man. Same thing with Seaton,
and,
man.
and play
Man,
and players just have mentioned the fact that that's what they do. So
yeah.
that's what they're saying. That's what they're trying to do.
Prime
That's a
gonna,
given. We already know that's a given.
yeah, Prime gonna get in them NILs and get them out there and get them that NFL experience, coaching and training, and bring him into the brotherhood. If you're gonna be in, you're gonna
yeah,
be in.
I
because
mean, think about the excitement that
It's the
the defensive
NFL, man.
line. Think about the excitement that the defensive line since Warren Sapp been there. The defensive line has stepped up. I mean,
It's
it's totally night and day to me.
But
yeah,
look. You know how
Totally night
many?
and day.
Listen, you know how many recruiters probably work for franchises that know Damian Lewis or play with him. You know how many athletes, players that go and be GMs for teams that probably know Sap and cool with Sap. You think if they know somebody Sap training, coaching, somebody Mike Dunn echoing, man. It's just like when you got that kind of real insight connection, like man, Sap, my coach. Guess what? Sap know like 7 players or 7 people that's really cool with him that's on NFL recruiting teams right now on they draft boards. About to they give you the call like Lynch. You feel me? So it's like when you got that kind of relationship going on, man, you think a scout gonna be like, okay, let's say the coach is over here at Florida State, been there a couple years. Oh, let me call this guy. I've been drafting a couple of these guys for the last 5 years. But here you got Sack that you've been doing for 20 years, 30 years, coaching the guy up, getting him ready, about to get what? I mean, what you got? Sap over here. You think Sap gonna say, hey man, come look at my guy. Come look what I got. I mean, I don't know a couple. Man, come on. So yeah, you are passing up all of that. We get all of that. There's some people they just can't keep up with it. And, Jimmy said it. It's fast. If you can't learn fast, you're gonna get left. And it's just like in college when you miss that first, when you get hit what they get that syphilis. So when you start missing your syphilis task is worse than football. It's like you can't miss a day, a step, an hour, a film class, a meeting. Like you start missing the meeting, it's like you 10 years behind. You missed 2 practices, you lucky you still on the team.
yeah, that's true.
Bro, you
Right.
missing too much. That's why I'm saying like you gonna hop in now and go to another team. They've been putting in work. They already looking at their first teams. Like, man, risky business, man. This portal, man. Choose well, young grasshopper.
Exactly. Exactly. I agree with you 100%. 100%. Like, how can you go away from that? Like, honestly, like
Right.
if you want to go to the NFL, if you want, that's your goal. If that's your goal to go to the NFL, if you want to go to a place that you're comfortable, go to the place you're comfortable. But if you want to go to the NFL, you got Deion Sanders. You have Warren Sapp. Like, well,
Right. And then look, you got two
why would
both court
anybody, why would anybody,
want to
You're
leave,
not
right?
automatically going to the league
you
because
don't
of who
meet the
you are coaching.
qualification. You don't meet the qualification
We get it,
that
man. We
these
get it.
gold jackets require.
They don't have to
You
go
just
jacket.
don't.
Look. Both
They telling
coordinators.
you what to do.
Listen. Both. Listen how wild it is. Both coordinators coached in the NFL Super Bowl at some capacity. Like either way. Like now on top of this, the Hall of Fame. Like even Livingston. You think Livingston don't know other teams' coaching staffs and been cool with them? Look, those guys get closely knitted too in there. So it's like they're watching the guys he's coaching because they know we might get a couple of like man, it's like yo, it's not easy to really just like I guess they wouldn't I guess when like you're so close to something, you don't realize how big it is. Sometimes you gotta take a step back to see the size of it. So I think it might be a good thing for him to take a step back and look to see the
Yeah,
size of it. Because sometimes when you in it or when you right there on it, you don't see the size. And like it's massive, yo. Sometimes you don't see the size of the earth until you step away from it, which is then impossible, right?
fact, big
So
fact.
So
we get that.
you don't think Weaver being at CU helped this stop?
Of course, tremendously. Man, look, Weaver, look, see, we don't
Tremendously,
remember.
right? That's what. No. Me and you talking the same language. I'm just throwing it out there like that.
And that was his.
Weaver
That was
stopped.
his.
Weaver
He only
stopped.
had.
Weaver
Go
stopped.
ahead.
Grew. Weaver stopped. Went out the roof, and some of those other players too.
Yeah.
Even only winning 4 games,
Mhm.
they got offered to get in the door because of Deion Sanders or because of the
Fact.
coaching staff.
Hey,
Fact.
guys, I'm sorry I gotta cut this short. I gotta make a run, but we're gonna
Oh
entertain it again.
man, this year was
No, wait a
great.
minute, wait a minute. We're gonna entertain it again when he decides where he's gonna pick a school. Because I'm reading articles, they said it's between Miami,
Told you.
USC,
Yeah.
He going
uh,
he going to Miami, bro.
Miami, USC. I
Yeah.
can't remember the other school, but it's a
Florida,
big,
Florida
it's a
State, I
big
think.
power fight in Alabama, I
He ain't going
believe.
to Alabama.
But we'll entertain this again. I didn't want this to turn into an attack on Cormani, so I got to end it here. But I got
It
to make
wasn't
a
an
run.
attack from my perspective. It wasn't
I
an
got to make
attack
a
on
run
somebody.
anyway. So, but thank you for coming on. We'll
Appreciate you, brother.
entertain tomorrow because that the news is gonna come pretty fast. I'm pretty sure. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
gonna come pretty fast. It's probably I'm thinking Miami or USC.
He going to Miami.
If he go to USC, that's gonna be big. They could use
Nah,
him.
I ain't going to
we going to
USC.
Bama.
They
We going
definitely
to
can
Bama.
use him.
You better go Bama. Go 12-2.
Bama
But
bury him though.
I will catch you guys on the next one.
For sure you
All
do.
right.
All right,
Y'all too.
y'all.
Oh yeah.
Let me see something. I wanted to. Where is that article before I get off? Hold on one second. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Where is it? Present share. I'm on his his Instagram. Hayes Fawcett. He's not the only one that's announcing it, but ESPN, everybody's talking about it. So this is breaking Colorado cornerback Cormani Mclain plans to enter the transfer portal. That was 8 hours ago. So I was way behind. So, but it was just my first time finding out. But we'll see where he goes though. If I'm a betting man, it's between I'm just gonna just say it's between Miami and USC. And I remember saying this last year. I said, you know what? USC could use him. I can't remember which live chat I was talking about. I said they can use him. If he go to USC, they definitely gonna use him. They definitely can use somebody with his skill set. Sometime places just not a good fit. It's not a knock on the coaches or whatever the case is. We probably would never know what happened unless he decides to talk or unless the coaches decide to talk. We'll never know what happened. But he's not saying anything. He's not saying anything derogatory on his social media. He's not talking down on the university. He's going away quietly, man. So I wish him the best there. So wherever he gonna go, he gonna kill it. Remember I said that. Wherever he gonna go, he gonna kill it. And I'm telling you, he gonna kill it. Wherever he goes, he's starting immediately, and he's gonna kill it. For whatever reason, this wasn't a good fit. This just wasn't. It's not a good fit for everybody. So that's just the way it is. It's the same thing with some of the other players that were transferring. They doing what's best for them. They talked it over with their families, and they said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the transfer portal. That's pretty much it. It just so happened that it's Cormani Mclain. That's why it's making big. It's not just us talking about it. ESPN, everybody talk. This is blowing up. This is like really breaking news that he's transferring. So yeah, this is really breaking news because nobody really knows why he wasn't at practice. I know somebody said it was some religious stuff. I'm not sure. He didn't say. He did make a video, a training video, him training. It's not like he's not putting the work in if he's not in shape. I don't see too many people in that team cut up like he is. He's in tremendous shape. That's just maybe a lot of it has to do with genetics, but he's really in shape. So that means he's been running and putting the work in somewhere because he's not out of shape. So he's ready to go. So wherever he goes, look for him to have a good breakout season. Especially I would say by his junior year, he's ready to take over the world by his junior year. If he stayed to his senior year, he gonna be up for all kind of awards. Remember I said it. He gets something about him. It just wasn't a good fit. But yeah. Yeah, I know now that I look back on it, I don't know if he not have the CU Buffs colors on, but he was working out in the facilities and whatnot. But maybe he sent a message in that video. I just didn't catch it. But yeah, man, he got something, man, because people talking about it. He got ESPN all over it. Everybody is all over it right now that he's transferring. He's hitting the portal. Now, how many players entered the portal today? They're not really getting talked about like that, but him. He's the one that everybody's talking about. So I wouldn't be surprised he wound up at Oregon because they really wanted him. So sometimes it's just you go somewhere and get a fresh new start and the world opens up to you. One door closes, another one opens. The same thing happened in my life. I walked away from one door, another one opened. People thought I was crazy. Like, oh my God, he's leaving. Yeah, but the doors open up for me. Like you wouldn't even believe. So that's just all all it needs is a fresh start. But yeah, he's still young though. You gotta remember. I would say by his junior year, he's really gonna flourish. Junior and senior year. Yes, indeed, to the point where the commissioner gonna be calling his name. Remember I said it. He remind me of what's his name from the Jets. He's like a baby version. So yeah, man. But it happens, man. Just because it ain't a good fit don't mean it's a bad football program. It's just that maybe he'll work out somewhere else. That's just how it is, man. Players move around a lot. Look at Bear Alexander. He left a national title team and went to USC. He won a national title at Georgia to go on to USC. So it just whatever. You just never know. But anyway, yeah, man, he'll be balling somewhere. I want to know where he's going. I can't wait for him to announce that. This might take a while though. I don't know if he's gonna do it immediately. It'll be a little bit of waiting or whatever. Or maybe not. Maybe because I know Savion Washington, he's going to Baylor. They said he's 100% crystal ball to Baylor. So he's not going. He's not going to no run-of-the-mill team. That's Baylor. They had a history in the past. But they might need his services. You know what I mean? So he might go there and kill it and get drafted. So we'll see. There's a few players I'm watching that left. See what kind of season they have. So I'm gonna be like tracking them too. So yeah, man, he don't went 100% crystal ball to Bale. Even Isaiah Jota got offers. He's not staying in the portal long. It's just maybe it wasn't a good fit. But only they know. But I like the fact that they're not talking. You know, Cormani's not talking. He could, but he's not talking. So we don't know. You know, a lot of things were said. And like I said, I have to give a disclaimer because we don't know them. You know, we only know what we think we know from watching the edited short version of clips that Bucky puts out. But that's not enough to know somebody. So we don't know. We don't know what the story is. But he mentioned one time it's politics. He did say that. He said that last year. And some people might look at it as, damn, why is he saying that? I'm like, he had the guts to say that. That told me something about him. He's not afraid. He's not afraid. He is going to rise wherever he goes. I'm telling you. Yes, indeed. But we'll see where he ends up. See if he go to Southern Cal. I could see him in that Trojans uniform, though. I could see it. Oh, and that's another thing. We don't know where his daughter's going. I know that she was in the transfer portal. She's gonna hit the transfer portal. I remember coach was like, "Where is Bossy?" He was like, "Oh, she what did he say? She gone." He said she gone or whatever. Old 49ers coach was like, "Where is Bossy at?" Coach was like, "She gone. She hitting the transfer. I don't know where she gonna end up. I'm tracking that too to see where she end up. I'm sure she want to go somewhere and play as well. Players want to play, man. So I'm sure she'll find a spot. You know, a lot of these players, the only thing they need to do is evaluate, like, okay, this team might want my services. You know, some teams might need their services. You know, like Baylor, they might need an offensive lineman that big. Like we need him. You know, and he can thrive there because now he going somewhere like, all right, I'm going to be the man here, and then he'll rise to the occasion. I had brought up Christian Gonzalez as an example because he transferred from Colorado, not when Coach Prime was there, but this was prior. And he went on to, I think, Oregon and just ball out into the first round. So sometimes some players just need a new environment. And, you know, even though he was good anyway, but you just need a new environment. And I know what's his name was saying that, well, he's not going to do better because he's not with Coach Prime. That's not true. You know, there's a lot of good coaches around the country. He just needs a change of scenery. You can get to the NFL. I mean, you get to NFL anywhere if you're good enough. So, but yeah, man. But yeah, then people were saying it might have been because of his grades. No, I don't think so. We don't know. He could have been talking about another player. So, but yeah, man, I just had to get that disclaimer because just in case some of these players be watching this, some of them be watching. So, you know, you got to give your disclaimers, man. You don't want it because we don't know. Or he could be, how about this? He could be on good terms with Coach Prime and got Coach Prime blessing. Like, all right, you want to leave? I feel you on that. I wish you the best, but you know what I'm saying? He probably okay with it. They probably not on bad terms. He understand the kid needing a new environment. That's it. And then, you know, football goes on. He got to worry about the players that he has there. You said sound like Savion is staying in the Big 12. Yeah, if he going to Baylor. So we'll see if he commits because you know, sometime he'll flip and go somewhere else. But they saying Baylor though. So he's looked like he's going to staying in the Big 12. I don't think they play Baylor this year, do they? So yeah, man. I think as Prime continue to coach, he's gonna start to tweak some things on how he do things. He's gonna tweak it because he's still fairly new at this as far as coaching. So maybe he got to like maybe my style is don't because he even said it. He even said it to his coaches. Certain kids don't they don't respond to tough coaching. Remember he said it to his coaches, you got to learn your kids. He said tell them when they're doing right, you know. So he knows that. So it's just certain people, you know, you got to coach differently. But it could have been anything, though. It could have been he just didn't like the environment. He didn't like Colorado. It could be anything. I see it a lot with the women's college basketball. A lot of players hitting the transfer portal, going on to have success. Look at Angel Reese. She wouldn't have hit the transfer portal and won a national title. You know, so SEC Player of the Year, and
My
got
bad,
drafted.
Max. You shut the panel down.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just giving my last thoughts because the theme was I felt like the theme was Cormani was getting attacked on here, and I didn't. That's not
Yeah,
what I
see, I
wanted.
don't like that, Max. I do not like that, bro. Because
And
it
it
was
said
all
it
fun
happened
and
on my
games when
channel
he
that
was
he got
there.
it.
As soon as he decides to leave, people are bashing him, and it's like, for what?
Yeah, that's how it like. Oh, he the man 1 minute, and then once he lead a team, now we hate him. That's like a cult. I'm not a cult. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
cult behavior.
I give you that. You always been fair and square since I've been coming on your channel.
Yeah, that's cult behavior. So I didn't want him to let him get attacked somewhere else, not here. Because you know sometime they be watching.
Yeah, and
And then
other
I don't want to be
recruits see
known as the
this.
one that attacked them.
Other
You know what
recruits,
I'm
not
saying?
only that,
So because he ain't
their
do nothing.
family
I didn't
see
see
it,
him
other
do anything.
recruits see it, and then they shy away from coming to our program.
Yeah, he just a quiet kid to me. He
That's
mind his
what I see
business.
him as.
I don't see him hanging out with nobody or nothing. Or maybe it's off camera. No, actually, I seen him play basketball. He played basketball with some of the players on the team. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I seen him on Jimmy Horn channel playing basketball.
Yeah, I see him and Jimmy. Yeah, they do. They play basketball, right?
Yeah, but I can't stand for that though, Max.
So yeah, I
I'll
just
let
didn't.
you have it for the night, Max. When you coming back on?
Tomorrow.
Okay, well, I'll get out with you tomorrow
Because you
then.
know, like it'll be more portal news, and I'm getting caught up because I got to get caught up on the portal stuff, and then it's probably gonna be some more portal news because I didn't even get really in depth with the other players. Wait, actually, we did, but Cormani just took over the show. You know
Yeah,
how it is.
yeah.
So it'll be more portal news.
But one
I
more
even
last
said it.
thing,
There's going to
Max,
be some
before I
players
step
that
off
hit the portal
your
that's going to
panel.
raise our eyebrows. I said that.
Before I step off your panel, Max, um, Jaden Milliner Jones, he
Mm-hmm.
wasn't attacked like this. So how do we attack Cormani and not
Because he's
attack
Cormani.
him? We shouldn't be doing it to nobody.
Right.
But that's all I have for you tonight, Max. You enjoy your night, man, and
All right. Well,
I'll
we'll do it
definitely
again.
be on
Is
tomorrow,
TB
bright and
still
early.
live?
Huh?
TB still live?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm about to go over there and see what he's talking about.
Okay.
Because that's how I found out. Like I didn't even watch the news. I just on YouTube and I saw his title. It said Cormani's a
Yeah.
fit. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So yeah,
He
that's how I
broke it.
found.
they really broke it on DMVR today.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So yeah.
All right.
But okay, Max.
I'll
Peace,
catch you
man.
later.
You enjoy your night.
All right, Webb. Thanks for coming on.
No problem,
Shout out
Max.
to Webb. We gotta get talk boxing too. I forgot to tell him that. We got with some boxing coming up. You said CU fans tear up players that leave. That happened with what was that other team that booed? What's his name? Fans do that. That's the thing that they do. But yeah, man. It's gonna be an interesting off season to see who more they bring in. Because the transfer portal's heating up. You see all them players entered today? There's a lot of players entered, man. Players move. They already know where they're going to, probably. But yeah, there was a lot of activity. Every time I hit refresh, another name pops up. But this is quite a few defensive linemen hit the portal too. So see, they might have an opportunity to add some more depth in the defensive line and offensive line. We'll see. But yeah, because I think they need to add a little bit more depth to the offensive line. They straight. But yeah, it's just a lot. Oh, see you play Baylor this year. Okay, so we will see Savion if he goes there. You said DNVR show respect to him. He a good kid, man. You see him when he played basketball with people, everybody cool with him. He's a good kid. He's quiet. It's just that he made this decision on his own, what's best for him. That's all it is. Shout out to him. But this ain't the last time we heard from him. You remember that. We're going to hear about him. We're going to hear about him in the we're going to hear about him, especially when the season starts, depending on where he goes. But yeah, man. But shout out to Travis for helping him out. You know what I'm saying? Travis was coach. I remember him coaching him up that game when Travis was out. I never forget that one. That's Travis, a stand-up dude. He wanted, helping the kid out. You said it was the fans that showed. Yeah, that's how it is. Oh, yeah, a lot of school fans are ridiculous. Yeah, that's a lot of players entered, man. You said 2,200 players entered the portal. That's a lot of activity. I forget that one school. A lot of players entered from just one school. We had a few. We had about 8, right? Something like that. 10. One school had more than that. It's just a bunch of players just sitting on the bench. They want to get an opportunity. So many Alabama had so many 5-stars sitting the bench. You said, should we worry about the number of players leaving? Probably not. Other teams got the same thing going on. It's just the transfer portal. That's the nature of the game now. You never know if a player is going to stay year to year. But anyway, guys, I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys on the next one. It'll be tomorrow. Because I'm on this transfer portal now. I'm looking at the other teams' players now. to see who entered and whatnot, to see who, Colorado might could snatch up. But yeah, I'm looking at the top schools now in the portal. I'm like, all right, so he got this person in the portal, okay. But yeah. But I catch you guys later. You said Baylor visits Boulder September 21st. Okay. Savion coming back. Now he gonna get to talk to that defensive line again. So that's gonna be a good. And I gotta have that circle on my calendar now. Especially if he out there starting, I want to see how he do against Colorado's new and improved defensive line. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one to circle right there. Savion back to visit Boulder if he plays for Baylor. Damn. All right. But all right, y'all. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for coming in. You said CU coaches looking at the port. I know they are. Looking to see who they can snatch up. Everybody in that portal. Especially the recruiters. Yeah, they in that portal right now. Because, they free to talk to them once they hit that portal. But all right, y'all.